Come on, everybody, let's start the show. A quick ahoy hoy and away we'll go. Richard's got a minifig and Flynn's got a pin. The gang's all here and it's time to begin. Tricky Bricks roll call. Moto, Holly, Cara, and sometimes Blair, Clicky, Logan, Ms. Thing and Angela, and Thunderman Ho! Now you're here to grab your bricks and let's go to the Tricky Bricks Build and Chat Show!
Ahoy, hoy, friends.
Ahoy, friends. Wow, we're like in a tomb.
Are we?
That's a little bit better.
It feels cheerful around here.
Well, I mean, light-wise, we're in a tomb.
My goodness. Hi, everyone.
Hi, look.
Oh, no, not
There we go.
That's great. Sweet spot.
Actually, it's still funky. But anyway, hi, everybody, and welcome. You don't need to hear our internal discussions about lighting.
Yeah. Isn't that all supposed to be backstage?
Yeah.
See, you get a view backstage at the Tricky Bricks Build and Chat.
Oh, yeah, no one's ever seen it before. There we go,
Look
much
at
better.
that. You can
All right.
see the room behind us, too.
So, guess what? It's Sunday. Hooray! And not only is it Sunday, it is Tricky Bricks Lego Chat Group Build something today. And also, it is our 12th anniversary today.
I know.
12 years.
12 years.
Well, 13 if you count the year we dated before we got married, and then 15 if you count the 2 years that we dated in 1990 with blah, 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 blah.
Now, as if everyone in the world hasn't heard this story from us already, if you really want to go back to when we met, you'd have to go back to 1991.
Yeah, so there you go. Anyway.
So, yay, we're psyched.
I know. Here we are.
Yep. And we've had a big build weekend,
And
too.
I'm not wearing a black shirt. Are you shocked?
Oh, my goodness. We've had such a good build weekend, right?
We did.
Yesterday. So we took a step back from building and went through our collection, like all those things that we've been pulling for 2 or more years for the piece that we couldn't find because it was buried under jumbles. Well, we found a ton of them yesterday. And really it made leaps forward in our piece. I won't go into more detail than that, but it's been a good weekend.
Exciting. So, golly goodness. Well, we got a lot to talk about today. We are going to talk about some Lego ideas stuff today because there's lots of Lego ideas things to talk about. But before we do that, hello, Ben. Before we
have guests, right?
Let's bring on our panelists for today. Everybody, please welcome from the middle left-hand side of the United States, it's Moto.
Hi, Moto.
I'm just going to say that until someone corrects me.
Middle left-hand side.
Isn't it kind of?
No.
Middle left, middle right.
Oh, so let's have a correction right now.
Okay, so tell me where it is.
It is in the middle. So Kansas is officially the geographic center of the United States. But yeah, I'm just a little bit. You're right. It's left, but it's not left enough to call it left middle. That'd be like maybe Utah, the border of Utah, further out. But no, it'd be further. Yeah, it would be. Yeah, left of center, but not far enough to really call it left. I don't think. I wouldn't call it that.
Okay, how about from the middle, slightly left of middle?
How about where the mountains meet the plains?
There we go.
Oh, I love that.
That's so much better.
Trips off the tongue.
It's where the mountains meet the plains.
Okay, we'll call it that.
That's great. It's less geography that way. More poetry.
And here's a much easier one. She's just across the bay. It is Minifigchick. Hi, Cara.
Hi, Cara.
Hi, happy anniversary. Hang on.
Were you checking to make sure you were still?
I have to go play IT. Yeah, I have to go play IT person for 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
Okay. And also from another part of the United States that I won't try to describe because I'll probably ruin it anyway. It is the fabulous Randall. Hi, Randall.
Hey, y'all. Happy 12th, 13th, 15th.
12.
Yeah, that was the most confusing anniversary announcement ever.
Yeah, Why not? Thank you so much, everybody. Yes, we are. We're going to be. Well, yes, there's a thing that's happening, and we'll tell you all about that in a minute. But first, from the Pacific Northwest, it's Holly. Hi, Holly.
Hi, everyone. Good
Ahoy,
morning.
ahoy. So Randall, were I to describe geographically where you are hailing from, what would I say?
I mean, in the spirit of maybe center left, you can say center north.
Okay, from the center north of the United States.
Yeah.
No, you're far too east. You're the Great Lakes. You are the Great Lakes, city of the Great Lakes.
You mean center top.
Yes, there you go.
But that'd be Wyoming.
Space.
That'd be Wyoming.
Okay, so here's the thing. Here's our sort of big announcement, kind of. So when we were married 12 years ago, it actually was not legal in the United States for same-sex couples to be married.
Yeah,
Scandal.
Yeah. So we had a ceremony. Our friend did the ceremony to for all intents and purposes, we have rings, family. When family was there and everything, and we were married. So we've been married, but we are actually tomorrow going to the really, Logan?
That's Logan excited about his practice.
Tomorrow we are going to the court reporter's office to be officially married with a license and everything.
Yeah, we have a piece of paper. We stood in line. A very nice clerk wrote tons of instructions.
It was very old school.
In cursive.
You get to file your taxes as a joint couple now.
Exactly.
Right.
So now we get to do all that exciting, fun government stuff.
Yeah, I mean that's what 90% of the reason anyone gets married is because taxes get complicated.
Well, taxes, but also healthcare decisions. I mean, there's a lot of important stuff that's tied to that.
Well, right. Well, I mean, that's really the big thing, right? I don't know.
We're taking care of the paperwork.
Yeah, we're taking care of the paperwork, and I'll be completely honest with everything that's going on right now. We felt it best to have some.
We're just raising our hands and say, "Hey, we're married."
So anyway, we're super excited. We're gonna go with some friends tomorrow to the courthouse and get married and go have dinner, and it's gonna be pretty exciting.
So are you guys going with hyphenated last names or any changes like that?
We thought about it, but we sort of I've had a lighting business for 30 years, and Flynn's name on a theater program trips off the tongue. And DeMarco board isn't just quite as lyrical.
That's just what we put on the dinner party invitations.
Yeah, I really struggled when I got married with the whole last name thing, and it was and it was complicated as well because we already had we were already well established as well by the time we did the paperwork and stuff. We already had a kid, and it was it was totally a tax driven decision.
Does that mean 2 anniversaries? Kind of.
Nice. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but the whole last name thing was I was already 30 at that point, and I'm I've been using this name for a while. There's too many things I have to change. I already had film credits under my old name, and it was it's too much
my wife wasn't so on. Yes. She wasn't so whatever. She's I'm keeping the last name.
Well, we were. I mean, and for us, I literally just sent my passport to be renewed a month ago, and we have to get these real IDs now. And yes, Hooded One, that's actually true. The trip to Billund will basically be a second honeymoon type. It is. And it'll also be our 10-year anniversary. You know what's really funny? I was just realizing that we've spent our last 3 wedding anniversaries here on the show. We've been on the show each time.
It's a trend.
Yeah.
Considering you were
doing a pleasure.
Yeah, you were doing the show so many days a week. There was a good chance that you were going to hit great.
It's totally true.
One of the easiest places to hyphenate your name without any consequences is on a con badge. What's my printed brick?
Yeah, there you go.
Or you could roll like me and just use it as a user ID.
There you go. Well, for me, like I said, it's going to be on whenever we make invitations for fancy dinner parties. Please come to the residence of the Demarco boards at 8 p.m. on Saturday.
Oh, and it has to be in fine calligraphy.
Yeah.
Well, I look forward to my invitation.
Yes, you will definitely get one with the many names. And I will say, whenever Logan is in trouble, he gets called Logan DeMarco Board. That's when he gets. True. When he gets in trouble, that's true. And he never gets in trouble. Anyway, That's not true. All right. So, golly, how about pins, y'all? It's pin time.
Okay. Ooh, I've got a good one.
Thank you, Zach. Appreciate that.
Yay.
So now you have to
everybody.
so now like on Facebook and etc. you have to change your once you're actually officially married, you'll have to change your relationship status to it's complicated.
If I was ever on Facebook anymore, I would totally do that.
Yeah.
So okay, how about yes. So pins. Where are we going? Sorry, I lost focus because I read a chat. See what happens. Okay, here we go. How about we start with Kara this week?
All right, apropos of nothing, just because this character amuses me so highly. Beaker!
Oh,
Yay, Beaker! I have that pin too. I love it. It's so ridiculous. Very nice.
Neat.
Holly.
All right, so I picked up this adorable shirt at Celebration and from Tea Turtle, which is one of my favorite. Yeah, one of my favorite t-shirt places, and they had some really cute pins.
Oh, it's a kitty drinking boba.
Yeah.
Very nice. All right, Randall.
Boba Fett. It's Boba Fett.
In my other life, y'all know that I'm a gamer. I previously showed some Mega Man stuff, so I was just having a conversation at work recently about the Dreamcast and how it was kind of slept on when that came out. So
the Dreamcast? Oh yes, I love Dreamcast. Oh my god.
Yeah. So had to break this off from the wall to show y'all.
That is so good. I love my Dreamcast. I played the crap out of it. Oh my god, it was so good. And I really love this one game. I wish I could remember the name of it. It was this one really weird game where you had like this maze where you could like raise and lower the water level. And then there were like rubber ducks. And the more like water you got level, more ducks would appear and they would quack at you. And it was ridiculous. And I loved it.
That's the example of like those type of games on that system that were just, they maybe wouldn't have had an audience elsewhere, but on that system, you could go anywhere.
I know. So it was really good.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Moto. Nice. I didn't know you heart soccer.
Harlequin balls.
I'm a soccer mom.
I so saw that's what it said on the outside.
So Modern Art Director had his birthday and he got a soccer ball. So
cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, so now he went outside for 3 minutes, he came back in drenched in sweat, and he's like, "It's too hot outside, Daddy." He disappeared.
I was trying to see if I could find. Oh, that's the name of it. It's okay. The game I was talking about was called Wet Tricks.
Oh,
Wet Tricks.
Okay. I remember it came out on the 64 too. But
I was super into Wet Tricks. That was really fun.
Wow.
I know. There was lots of games I liked, but that one for whatever reason, totally
So according to Chris Chalice, I guess Moto, if Moto is a soccer mom, then Chris Chalice would be a football mom.
Well, there you go. There you go.
Here in the U.S., when you say soccer mom, it means more than just the game of soccer or being a mom.
True.
Well, it's a maneuver in the car too, isn't it?
Oh, Debo. Wow. Yes, Debo. Soul Calibur on the Dreamcast. I'm still playing Soul Calibur to this day. It is my favorite fighting game of all time. It's so good and ridiculous, and difficult, honestly.
I thought it was. You guys were talking about what was the name of the game where you get random characters and all that stuff?
like Power Stone or?
Oh, Power Stone. Oh, Randall, shut up with the Power Stone.
I'm just saying, yeah, like they had a lot of games like the Power Stone, Crazy Taxi, Ready to Rumble Boxing, which is one of my favorites.
Power Stone was another big favorite. Just
Yeah.
watching all the changes was hilarious.
Like I won't play Super Smash Brothers. I'm not good at that, but I
Me
will play
either.
Power Stone. Like,
What about Rival Schools? I think that might have been.
Rival Schools and Project Justice? That was the one on.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. See, I could go all day, but we got to show.
Man, I think I feel like I missed out. I think the
I know,
Dreamcast
where was I?
was the only platform I like never
Dude,
touched.
Rival Schools was so badass. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
It's not bad if you say it with the word bad in front of it.
Okay.
Anyway,
Probably in Webster's now.
I'll just keep
I have a
playing
pin.
Battle Cats on my phone.
I have a
That's where I'm
pin
at.
too.
Yay.
Anytime.
Here's my pin. So our friends Lee and Tina make what's it called, resin jewelry. They make bolo ties and pins and all that. So Lee made me this spaceman, this astronaut with a sparkly background.
That sparkly background is
Wow,
pretty
that's
awesome.
awesome.
Pin. And I'm gonna wear that tomorrow at the courthouse.
And then mine, which I might wear tomorrow to the courthouse, is from Holly. It is this awesome, and I know she's actually shown this one before, but the Paranorman hand coming out of the ground, disembodied hand coming out of the ground, really, really, really good. So that's what I'll be wearing.
Get that right?
Maybe tomorrow.
I love that.
And that was pins.
And that was pins. And that reminds me, make sure and say hello in the chat so we can say hello to everybody. Give a shout out here. It's that time.
And I can tell you we have lots of Lego news today.
Oh my goodness, Blair, Typing of the Dead. Shut up. That game was so weird. Oh, speaking of video games and watching things, I didn't watch. I started watching the new Resident Evil show on Netflix, and it is a hot mess.
I've heard mixed things about it.
Why am I not surprised?
It is a hot mess.
It doesn't it kind of seem like they took all of the elements of Resident Evil and put them in a
Resident Eagle. I love Resident Eagle.
That's my show, Resident Evil, and put them in a bag and shook them all up.
Yes.
Well, how's it
And then
compared to
poured
the
them out
movies?
into a script.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard just the premise of the show. It just seemed like a derivative of the show rather than like a more faithful adaptation. So I wasn't convinced. And
Well,
so-
I mean, it's like, okay, if you want to go and make your own story, great, but don't go make your own story about the characters that everybody already knows from the series, because then it kind of everybody's like, wait, what? I don't get it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Wesker didn't have 2 daughters. Anyway, we're not going to go down that rabbit hole. Anyway,
I'd like to say aloha to Vicarious Brickstress.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Okay, so let's see who is here. Who are we saying hello to today?
Zach Martinez, I don't think hot mess was a compliment.
Definitely not.
Yeah,
I mean-
not a good hot mess.
Yeah.
All right, so
Wasn't the Resident Eagle the spaceship from 1999? Space 99?
Yes, and that's what I thought of immediately when I said that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So Apples is here from Europe. Hello, Apples. We've got Brickaroo Bonsai, Bricks EDU, Blair Archer. Hello, Blair. Chris Need Air Conditioning UK Melting Chalice. Yes, I've heard about that. I hope it is cooler when we arrive in a couple months. Darren Siegfried is here. We've got David Wilkie, Debo Bricks, and Fabufan MKE back together again where they belong in the list. We've got Heather Brownlee. Hooded One is here. Hey. We've got John Luttrell and Vicky. Hello. Lego Don. Hi. Lisa Head. Hi, Lisa. Matthew Builds Bricks.
Kicking off the
Kicking off the Emscapades with Matthew Builds Bricks. Minifigchick, Monica Berry, and Moto. Now, I know Minifig Nick was here too because I saw his name earlier, and apparently he has COVID, and I'm so sorry to hear
Oh,
that, and I
no.
hope you feel better.
It's going around.
We've got Oliver Goetz. You know what? I've never actually had to say
Gertz.
that name. Getz. You know umlaut
Well,
sounds.
yeah, it's
I don't
kind
know
of,
this.
except that I say it wrong. It's kind of an ER, I think, like Gertz.
Okay. Victoria Spectress is here, and Zach Martinez. Hello. And of course, Bonsoir to Wilfred and to Zerakino, Kim, wherever you may be.
And Oliver, we happily accept phonetic instructions on how to say people's names.
Yes,
we'll get it right.
And you can feel free to smack me when you see me in person in September, saying your name and mangling it in front of a group of 30 people. All right. So, golly, well, today we're going to talk Lego ideas stuff. Because not only was there the new piece that made it through for the next round, the new piece that is going to be on shelves was announced, and I didn't realize this, but back in May, they announced what the next round is going to be, and we somehow missed it. So we're going to look at those today and offer our commentary on.
This is all fresh for me too. I've seen the articles, but I've just skimmed by them and I haven't been able to do a deep dive yet. So this is all going to be news to me.
All right. Well,
I've seen some of it.
So let's see. I'm going to let me see.
These will be authentic reactions, y'all.
It's authentic. Well, first of all, we're going to start with the set that's going to be on the shelves the soonest. That's probably kind of the big one. So let's take a look at that. And that is going to be, as soon as I can manage to share the screen. There we go. And that is The Office, which is going to be premiering on October 1st for $119.99 or $120. Now, I'm not like a huge fan of these kind of like TV show sets, but I will say I think this one is marvelously recreated. The minifigs are great, and much like some of the other sets that they do this for, it is packed full of really funny jokes from the show. If you're familiar with the show. And it does come with 15 minifigs.
Yeah, for that price, for the minifigs alone, they're really good minifigs, especially if you want like normal everyday clothes.
Yeah, and also nice variation in skin tones as well. But I love the stapler in the Jell-O. It's pretty awesome.
Whoa, that copy machine is really well done with the upside down.
Yeah, the copy machine's great, and of course I just saw this morning, was laughing so hard at Kevin's like
the
giant
chili. The chili killed me when I saw it. Like, man.
Yeah, it was great.
They even have if you look at the Technic brick behind the character's right shoulder, that's where Andy punched a hole in the drywall.
I figured that's what that was.
Wait, where is this?
I'm trying to remember what episode.
If you pan right, just to the right, which is the opposite way. Now down. You almost had. Now go up just a little bit from your. You're almost there to the wall. You can see a little Technic brick right there. There's a hole punched in the wall.
Oh, I see it now. It's right behind his head.
Behind him.
That's hilarious. Got it. Yeah.
I like the Venetian blinds. This would be great for like a film noir set.
Yeah, this one should sell really, really well, and maybe it'll bring more people into Lego that are just more casual because.
That's probably the idea.
Yeah, that's probably the idea.
Those are usually the projects they seem to choose, or like the ones that the gateway projects.
The gateway sets.
Yep.
But yeah, I could tell this one's going to be popular when it was getting featured on not just Lego blogs, but like, you saw CNN and
well, that's what makes it successful, right? If it already has buzz before it's even released. Yeah.
And look at these
Michael
awesome
is well
figures.
done.
Yeah, Michael's great, but I love Dwight. It's hilarious. Unfortunately for them, they already had the Jim hair, so that one was easy. Oh, Kelly Kapoor is adorable.
I had to do a double take on Kelly though. I did look and I was like, who is that?
Oh, yeah, well, yeah. But everybody else is great. I love Stanley with his pretzel.
So yeah, there's always going to be characters missing, but the most common one people wanted was Andy.
That's a lot of figures, though. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, and also too, I feel like this is a case where it would be pretty easy to like make your own custom Andy figure. Like that wouldn't be too
Should be.
difficult.
It's kind of like the Office CMF set,
Kind of.
and you get a habitat to go with it.
Hey, Mel's here. How's it going, Iceberg?
Yeah.
Good to see ya.
What's good, Mel?
Hey, Mel.
So that is the one. And sorry, there's one more thing I wanted to look up.
I mean, so what do you all think?
Oh, I'm buying this.
Yeah, I might have been a pass, except for me, $120 for that many minifigs is pretty enticing.
Seems like a great deal.
Yeah, it does. And I mean, I'm also a huge fan of the show. Like I've watched this series through like more times than is necessary for a human to watch a TV show.
Yeah.
But it's endlessly funny, and it's I kind of do, as much as I'm like, I wish it was a little bit more like I like my builds to be more hefty and alternative. Or I'm sorry, I didn't mean alternative, hefty and complicated. I still think this is a really, really great homage to a really fun show.
Yeah, this is like cost-effective bricks and pieces, I think.
Yeah.
Well, they'll also, on Rebrickable the day after, there will be extensions into accounting and all the other stuff. If
you already know.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well, it is constructed in such a way that it would be easy to add on stuff.
Yeah,
very easy to extend.
Yeah.
Not for me. I won't be buying this one.
No, not for you.
Yeah, it won't be day one.
I just want my Galaxy Explorer. I'm a man of simple methods.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. What do you think, Kara?
I have tried to watch both the US and the UK versions of the show, and I just cannot get into it. I find it really dull.
Oh man.
No.
Maybe have you ever worked in an office environment like that?
For my entire adult life.
Maybe that's why, because I feel like either you relate to it and it's hilarious, or you relate to it and it's depressing.
I just found it boring. I just could not get any interest in the characters or the story or the style of the show. I just
it is mostly dry humor. So
I love dry humor. I mean,
I don't know.
Maybe I'll try again because I did recently watch Abbott Elementary, which has that same sort of documentary-ish style, and I enjoyed that thoroughly.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet. I want to see that.
Abbott Elementary is fire.
It's delightful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but, I don't know.
Big Screen Bird says dull is the point. I mean, yeah, it is kind of making fun of like I don't know. It's sort of the subtleties of just average, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess
the absurdity of it. It's like the Dilbert of TV shows.
Oh no, don't say that. No.
Well, Flynn and Richard too. You guys were really close to the office set, like the external set, weren't you?
We were.
Yes, we were. We filmed right next door to the exterior of Dunder Mifflin. It's true.
That's funny.
Okay.
So this next one I think is really cool.
So this next one is now this one has just been announced. Out of the last round of, I believe there were 36 models, one was chosen. We're back to the one.
Yep. It's wild.
Wow.
Of course.
Wow, that's so much expectation by so many people on the edge of their seat.
Here we go. The Sanderson sisters
Hocus
Cottage.
Pocus. Yep, Hocus Pocus.
Which is going to be the next one. Now, considering their affiliation with Disney, I suppose that's not terribly surprising. Mm-hmm. But and also they're going to it's the nostalgia hit, right? Like we've talked about this before. And
they're coming out with a second movie.
Yeah,
they're coming out with a second movie.
So all that timing, guys.
I'm like Kara with The Office with Hocus Pocus. I tried watching it and I just could not get into it.
That's
I was
not a good movie.
But I think but it does it is important to a certain generation of people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have friends, my age even, and also a little bit younger that definitely hits that nostalgia note for them.
I really hope that minifig head is molded crooked so that it opens up some of their options.
Oh, like it's printed that way.
Oh
No, it's actually
yes.
molded crooked, so it sits
Oh,
on the
molded
figure as an
crooked,
angle.
yeah.
Oh,
It reminds
cool.
me of like Citizen Brick type of stuff where they have.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
once again, you know,
But I gotta say,
Yeah.
like, I love that house.
Yeah, the house is going to be cool. I mean, it has to be, right?
It's a
and I
really
mean,
nice Tudor treatment.
it's
on it.
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah.
great little
Yes.
Tudor thing.
Yeah, there'll be lots of really cool details, etc. I think it'll be a fun one.
And the witches, I think the minifigs of the witches are well done. Like I'd like to have a Kathy Najimy minifig.
With her mouth.
Yes.
One, I actually think that her hairstyle and Winifred's hairstyle will be great wigs. Like especially the Winifred one with the big like butt hair thing that she has.
Oh yeah.
You know what I
Totally.
think, if I could just go out on a limb here, and I'm going to say this set is going to do drag mocks a lot of good.
And I don't think this is the first round that it has made it to 10K either.
Oh right.
no, it's been through before.
Oh,
I think this one's been through before. So again, yes, I think
Mhm.
it has everything to do with timing that it
I
worked out.
agree.
Right.
Yep.
Well, still, congratulations.
Mhm.
Oh, and it is a female designer, which is
Oh,
always
finally.
awesome to see. Very
We
good.
don't get a lot of female Lego ideas designers.
No, that's great. I'm so happy to see that. Awesome. Well, this is the one. That is what is going through.
Okay. So can we quickly, do you happen to have the list of ones that were rejected? So I can be sad?
No, but give me a
Okay.
minute and I can do that.
A million.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It's
I
going
know.
to be a lot.
I do think I love ideas, the program, but I think for those 34 who weren't selected, that had to be a hard road.
It's yeah, I mean, I have my own experiences and my own opinions, and I think the hardest part, part to swallow about it, is that you just don't get any feedback. You know what I mean? Like because it's for a lot of people, it's so much time and effort and work, like legit work, and even costs involved and everything else, and to put in that kind of work just for like such a small chance, and then even when you do get the fan support like they ask you to do, and then to like and then you're disappointing thousands and thousands of fans too, and nobody really knows why things can't go through. And I understand why they can't say, but that's the part that's a little bit broken to me, is that it's just constant disappointment for so many people.
Well, I think
I don't know.
such a big challenge would be, and I mean, obviously better than I do from your experience through ideas, is you start off with an awesome model. You've done the thing. Like, you're a great
Most of
Lego
the time.
builder who builds an awesome model, and then there's all this stuff that's kind of not really related
Right.
to Lego as much
Yeah.
before you find out.
Yeah. And like I still get like contacted by people who want me to try and submit the Coraline house again, because people still want it so bad. It's not going to happen, So it's like that. I think that's kind of the sad part, is like it's like people are making great suggestions, and you got all like the whole idea is to get thousands and thousands of people to like more or less crowdfund it. It's not crowdfunding, but crowd support it. And then it's like, and then it still doesn't happen. It's like, why? You had so many people that wanted it, and now it's not happening. Yeah.
Moto,
Hey, Cody.
Moto, I could imagine that Sir Meowsalot and the Wolf would not make good ideas sets because they're so complicated and and ultimately fragile.
Oh yeah,
But that your swooshable spaceships would make great sets.
Yeah.
You don't
No,
think so?
no,
Why?
I don't think so. No, because like when you guys built that V8 Interceptor,
Yeah.
that's more that's a simpler build than a lot of the spaceships.
And it was challenging. Some of that stuff
Yeah,
under the
exactly.
dash especially was challenging.
Yeah, exactly. It's just there's some complicated stuff going on in the engines and some parts where I don't think it would translate through.
Right. Which of course does go back to the whole ideas thing, not just being about good concept, but also like you do have to pitch something in a way that's like, for the end user, right? It should be, I think, like when you're putting an idea out there, that you have to have the end user in mind, and that's certainly not often the case when you're just building mocks. So it's a different beast. Yeah.
You don't want to put up a mock that people are going to cry when they build it.
Yeah, and the designers have to build it and have to redesign it, and they ask you for instructions. Obviously, not everybody's able to provide that. I was able to do that because I designed it digitally, but yeah, they want instructions if you can provide it. And so, like, if you're going to go down that route, just keep in mind if you're going to put something on ideas that people that they're someone's going to ask for instructions. So. Yeah.
So I've got the I can't find the article where it shows each one individually, and we don't have time for that anyway. But this was the round of that this last one was in. We had that great map with the curved the ship with the curved water thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes.
Are you able to zoom in on any of them?
Nope. I have been searching for the past several minutes since you asked, and I cannot find the article. So if somebody else can find it. That's great. We got the first McDonald's is here. There is
Stargate. Yeah,
Stargate is there.
James Webb.
There's one I wasn't excited about at first that now I am, because I have fallen in love with the James Webb Space Telescope. I think that model is pretty faithful. So
Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Gremlins was in there, wasn't it?
Are you leaving me for the James Webb Space Telescope?
No. Drama on your anniversary.
No, it's our anniversary, and he says he's in love with the space telescope on air.
Let me put it this way. It's hundreds of degrees below zero, and you're much warmer, okay?
Aww.
Okay.
That was such a nerdy way to say it.
And what's crazy is
did I save that?
A lot of these, I mean, some of these I would love to see go through the Bricklink program, but a lot of them can't because they're all IP based.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah. All right. I'm sorry I don't have a bigger picture, but that's what I could find.
All right. I can do the browser thing, I guess.
Besides, we're going to look at what's up for the next one.
Oh my word.
Which we missed back in May somehow. So this is 39 ideas qualified. That's a lot.
Is that the most so far?
That sounds like it is. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot of interest in ideas.
39.
All we have to do is figure out which one will get picked.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna look at. Forest Men's Secret Inn. Great.
Well, with the Castle Anniversary set, I think that's DOA, but it's a cool thing.
Yeah.
It's really cute though.
That's timing, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's really good.
Really is, yeah.
And I like it because it's small. Like you don't see everything is so much on big anymore. I like the smallness and simplicity of this. It's really beautiful, but I agree. I think maybe not going to happen.
Yeah.
The legendary Concorde.
Wow, that's a nice plane, but
Good plane, I guess.
But it's a plane. I don't know. They don't.
But wasn't the whole thing about the Concorde that the tip of it was crooked?
Well, no, the nose would go crooked as it landed or took off, and then it would go straight.
Mm-hmm.
So the pilots could see. The only way the pilots could see for landing and takeoff was if the nose descended.
Weird.
Well, it's still cool. I mean, cool, but I don't know. Like, is there a large number of people who are really into airplanes?
Probably, yeah.
But I mean, enough to make this get turned into a set.
No, if the SR-71 got turned down, I can't see this one making it, quite honestly.
Yeah.
Although the SR-71 is military plane, so there's that too.
Okay, so mini city diorama, London with underground station. It's really
really clever.
Cool.
Yeah, and I love the two, like being able to see the two levels.
Yeah, it feels like it's part of something, though. You know, it kind of feels like you want the rest of it.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's cute.
I like the lettering at the bottom, where they try to spell London out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cute.
Oh, put it on by a Concorde. Very good.
Awesome.
All right. Good. So what do we think? Yay or nay?
I don't think so. No.
Nope.
Yeah.
I'll make it, although I do like it a lot.
Yeah.
It's cool. Yeah, marketable. I'm not sure.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Here's one that's sure to be controversial.
This one,
You know what?
Not
I
really.
quit.
I think this one was submitted by Marcel Duchamp, right?
That'd be
Yes,
great.
exactly.
Well,
I like
I mean,
the
I
little-
guess.
I like the UCS sticker. That's what really does it.
It is pretty excellent.
Well, I almost like while this is like a funny model, I can't help but get the feeling that okay, I can't get the feeling that it's the equivalent of voting for the boat to be called Bodie McBoatface.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I
Yeah.
thought too. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a troll job, I'm pretty sure.
But I do
I'll
love
say
this.
that.
The toilet scrubber is pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
And I do like the little mini toilet with
Uh-uh.
Moto said, the sticker is pretty hilarious.
I feel like if I had this, I'd have to dust it all the time.
You just flush it. Just,
That's what the brush is.
Like
Exactly.
a new chore.
I don't want to touch it.
And now for something completely different.
That's
Oh,
cute.
it's
Oh.
adorable.
That's cute.
That
It's
is
so fuzzy.
wonderful.
I mean, it kind of feels like, see, and this is where ideas gets really weird, right? Because there's absolutely nothing wrong with this model, and it'd be very marketable, but it's already so in line with what Lego already does.
Isn't
It doesn't
that-
really
isn't
doesn't
that
really
like the-
offer anything exceptionally new that Lego doesn't already do. You know?
Well, yeah, I think I was thinking of the tiger model. when I
Exactly.
see
Like this
for the
very
animal line.
this could at any moment already be like a creator model that's in progress.
Mhm.
And
Well,
even
now
if they-
we say that, and yet
Maybe, who knows?
we got the what was that, the bird that made it through the Bricklink program last time.
Mhm.
Yeah, but it wasn't approved through ideas. Like it was rejected on ideas.
I know,
think-
but I'm saying this may find a life.
but that bird was different though, because it was a little bit more like, it was so specific. You know what I mean? You're talking about the New Zealand bird, right?
Yeah. Well, I also
Yeah.
have to say too, this guy Lego Truman who did this is really great and does a lot of stuff like this.
Yeah, but you get my point. It's like
Yeah.
that, like the national bird for New Zealand was probably a bird that Lego would never actually think to make.
Right.
Whereas like I feel like koalas are something that Lego would make, you know, that it's not so far out of like I feel like ideas is best utilized for ideas that Lego would not do on their own otherwise.
Well, also
Right.
it hasn't been done before in ideas. So,
Exactly.
for example, they had the bird guy got his stuff through ideas, and that was great for the time. But we've moved on.
Yeah.
It is a little. It's tough though, isn't it, to say that it's so Lego, like it so embraces Lego that it looks like something Lego would have done. Like that's interesting as a criticism. I mean, I get what you're saying about innovation and you want something that wouldn't be there, but I think this is like, if Lego did a koala, do you think they'd do it better than this?
I maybe not. I mean, this is a perfectly good
It's a
koala.
beautiful model.
I think about projects that aren't getting picked up because they're picking something that they might have already done anyway, you know?
Got it.
Okay.
Like I want to
new
I kind of
direction.
wish that we would reserve ideas for those projects that are like, hey, here's something, like you don't really need fan support for this. We like Lego already knows they can put out a koala model and that it's going to do fine. Like
Sure.
that's
Oh,
not
I
what
get
it's
it.
designed for.
I get it. It's almost
Yeah.
like ideas should be like, wow, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Well,
This is just like a cool model, right? But it's not necessarily conceptually like something new. And you get it. You get my point.
I get it.
Yeah.
You know what else is not new but is awesome?
I bet
That
she
is
readily
an
available.
appearance from everybody's favorite doggles.
Uh-oh.
That's right, everybody. It's Logan Cookie time. There he is.
He wasn't sure it was happening.
Yeah,
Hi, say hi to everyone.
It's just because it didn't happen right away. That's the problem.
Okay, can you catch? Good
Yay!
boy. You give him one.
All right, here we go. Ready? My nails are a mess. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Good boy,
Yay.
Logan.
And now for the weather with Skittles.
All right, are you ready to not catch?
Skittles, is it cold where you are? You have a jacket on.
Okay, ready? Boop. Nope. How about this one? Skittles. Catch it. Catch it.
You know, you got to
Oh.
give her points for trying.
She's not trying.
He's not trying.
Oh,
Now, everyone, we have seen her reliably catch treats.
One time.
We
yes.
saw it in person.
Skittles, you gotta catch it. You can catch it. Ready? Boop.
She's
It's always
actively waiting for it to fall to the ground so she can
when it
pick it up.
hits her on the head and just bounces off and she waits for it.
I'm running out of treats. This is the last one. The last one. Okay, ready? You can do it. You can catch it, right? Dope.
She's running a scam here. She's like, if I don't catch it, I get 10 times.
Yeah,
as many.
exactly. Oh, Skittles.
Yay, Skittles.
And a Sheppy.
You're not getting those. You're not.
And thank you, everybody, for joining us for another very exciting Logan Cookie Time. All right. Uh-oh.
Saving those for later.
Oh, I thought maybe she was throwing you treats now.
No, she's trying to vacuum now.
Okay. Here we go.
Nice photo.
Next
of it,
up, Wild West Mine.
This
film
is
That's
so
reminds me of-
fun.
Okay, I gotta say, I love that it's called Wild West Mine when we all know that this is actually just Big Thunder Mountain Railroad as a.
Exactly.
Look
Yep.
at the name of the person who submitted it.
I know, Disney Recreation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Or is it recreation? Or is it a recreation of
It's
a recreation?
Mm.
It's a
All of
It's
the
got
recreation.
the
above.
dinosaur bones, Saguaro cactus.
Oh yeah, it is 100%.
Honestly,
supposed
though,
to
that's the smart way to do it.
be. yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love it. I think it's great. It's really fun.
Although, they already have a Disney license, so maybe not so much for this. Like, I would have just gone straight up, just gone for the Disney title on it, because then you get
Yeah.
the hype, right?
Well, I think because other people have put in for like the
Totally.
Haunted Mansion and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. If it wasn't a license if it was a license they didn't already have, this would be the smart way to go about it, because then you don't have to worry about the licensing issues. But if it's like, they'll pretty much put out anything Disney, so I don't know why they
Yeah.
hesitated here.
The
Right.
one thing going against this is it's a Western theme, which in the U.S. is not very popular. In Europe, it's huge, but
Mhm.
That's
But if it was-
annoying.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it
those
was, if
Lone,
it was
those Lone
Thunder
Ranger
Mountain.
sets, those Lone Ranger sets were the death knell of the Western theme, I think.
Oh yeah. Well, and
I
also,
mean, I honestly think that's just because the movie flopped, though.
where are the female minifigures?
Mhm.
I mean, there's only 4 figures, so
They could
and
have
when-
one.
It's the Western Village people.
I mean, I think it's valid, and in a mine, I don't think it would be likely that you would find ladies hanging out, but maybe that's just me. I don't know. Especially
Maybe
at
not
like
ladies
a
you can
Western
actually call
setting.
ladies.
All right. Moving on. I love this
That's cool. I like
so
that.
much.
Sweet.
And I love that
Mhm.
it is a giant book that you walk into to
Yes.
get into the building. Like
Pretty
that
cool.
is so
Yeah.
awesome.
Unfortunately, I don't think Lego will go for it because they seem to be like allergic to anything that even remotely looks like a modular. But
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
pretty sweet. Yeah.
Well, you mean like
the
as far
blacksmith
as
shop.
the what?
I mean, the blacksmith
Blacksmith.
shop.
But that
no,
wasn't
but that
that-
wasn't a
wasn't that
modular.
ideas?
That
It
doesn't
wasn't a
look like
modular.
No, but it looked like. All right, fair enough.
Nah, that doesn't look like a modular.
Well, all of this, the suspended awning, the are those
What?
12 tooth gears, the beveled gears at the
Yes.
bottom of the columns?
And I just saw here the bench that looks like a
Or
pencil.
Oh, that's
What?
awesome.
Yeah.
That's a gorgeous model.
Very
That's
clever.
a great fire hydrant too.
It's really pretty, but yeah, it's not going to make it.
They also upped the game on the lamppost. Super lamppost.
Oh, super lamppost, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. What do we have next here? Oh, yes, please.
Oh yes.
I could do this. Yeah.
What is this one
Yeah.
called?
Steampunk Airship.
Just steampunk?
It's
This
probably
is-
going to go to the Bricklink program, is my guess.
My guess. It seems
Yeah.
like all the steampunky stuff goes directly to the Bricklink program. And again, I will say, I do not understand why Lego never jumped on the whole steampunk thing. Like
Yeah.
fully invested in it, not just like a nod to it in Monster Fighters or a couple of other things.
Ninjago, and yeah, they do try to incorporate the elements into other themes, but yeah, they've never gone, and I think that's fair, because steampunk still does seem like kind of a niche thing. Like we even had a steampunk theme at Bricks Cascade, and there's like 2 people that build for it, and there's 5 things there. Like it just isn't. It doesn't seem to be popular enough, and I kind of like that. That's like one of the things I like about steampunk, because it's not overly done and super saturated. I think keeps it interesting.
Now,
Just me?
one of those builders at Bricks Cascade was basically a theme unto themselves,
Pretty
right?
much,
It was an
exactly.
enormous piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Christian. Yeah.
Well, it's great. I love this. I don't see it. I do see this probably more going to the designer program.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's viable.
And I hope
Like,
it does.
yeah, it's cool.
All right. Oh, I am
These are
in
great.
love with these.
I'm in love.
so much.
These are pretty cool. Yeah.
This
The thing that-
It reminds
thing
me
I
of
love
the
about-
paint pushers pieces right behind Kara.
Yes,
Yeah,
I know.
Exactly.
It reminded me of that, and I just love the simplicity of them and the focus on design.
Yeah, this is hitting all those check boxes that Lego's looking for. I think it stands a really good chance.
This
I'd
looks
say-
like
Yeah.
something that NASA would have put out. Like I know a few years ago, SpaceX did a series of giant space posters.
Yeah, we have one.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I love
This
this.
would also
so
be a great
much.
gift with purchase set. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's small enough.
I think this one
Yeah.
has a chance, where the other ones have probably not, but this one I could see having a chance to get
Well,
selected.
I would love
yeah.
I would love for this to have a chance. But does anybody feel like they're maybe too simplistic for ideas?
Not if there's a low
The hooded
price
one says
point.
he already has 2 of these because they're on rebrickable.
Nice. Yeah.
So I think that's going to eliminate them.
You're
you can't
right.
put them on rebrickable if you submit to
Yeah.
ideas, guys.
Dang it. Why?
Oh,
Wow, the rocket with the wrench.
Man.
Oh, it's so good. And how do you think they did those? The moons are like a black
think-
tile over a gray
Yeah, for
tile?
me, the
Mhm.
positioning would have been really good not to have all 3, but maybe. Well, I guess no, the colors are too different.
yeah.
So I was going to say
Well,
maybe if there's a
good
3-in-1,
concept.
but the palette's too different, you could do a 3-in-1
Yeah.
like this.
That's really good design, I think.
Yeah,
I think so too. Because
it's
it's
got
not
a lot
about
of
it's not
color.
about it's not that it's a simplistic design. It's what we call a very elegant design, right?
Yeah,
Where it's like
Beautiful.
Exactly.
yeah.
efficient.
I just meant with the simplicity of the building, perhaps it would be less desirable.
Because it wouldn't take you very long to build it.
Yes, but also keep in mind the people who are
It's a good gateway.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's a good
exactly.
gateway.
Exactly.
Gateway
The-
drug.
The people
It's
who
a
are
ga-
deciding on which of these, because these already have fan support, so they know any one of these is going to be
Yep.
popular among AFOLs, whatever. Like they're looking for something that's going to like bring in the people that aren't already aware of
Right.
Lego, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think when I think of ideas, often I think of something that would look good in your office or in your non-Lego living room.
That is certainly the direction they have been going. Yeah.
Yep.
How do you have a non-Lego living room?
Yeah.
Beyond my pen at this point.
I don't think we have.
It's not
I
that
don't think
difficult.
we have any Lego in our living room.
I do. I
Yes,
have
you
you
have a
also
giant house.
live in a house with 8,000 rooms, Holly, so it's easy to not have Lego in the living room.
Well, I don't have a lot of rooms, but yeah, most of the rooms in the house don't have Lego. It's just there's a general rule that it doesn't expand beyond certain
Exactly.
contained
Yeah, we keep
areas.
it fairly contained.
Well, I think
Well,
with Holly, you have amazing collections of art, and they're not all Lego. So
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly it. It's like we have Lego has its place, and then we have other stuff everywhere else.
This is the one that I would say probably I would like to see. of all the stuff we've seen so far.
That's cool.
Does it
Yeah, I agree.
work?
Yes, it works. So the eyes go back and forth, and
Oh, that's
It's very
awesome.
functional.
yeah,
I
it's
love
fully,
I would
that.
if it wasn't
100% buy
functional,
that.
then I would say it's dead. But no, it is fully functional.
Yay.
I kind of just want to
But-
build it. So, you know.
At that point,
Yeah.
Lego would actually have to also now partner with a clockmaker to include the movement, right? So
No,
this adds to the
people have-
logistics, right?
Is it
No,
Technic?
people have solved the clock hands with Technic before.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can do a 12-to-1 movement.
that's pretty
Oh,
cool, though.
okay.
I mean, I doubt it would be accurate, but it would be functional.
I just think for
Yeah.
ideas, it would have to really be an actual clock and not technique.
Well, I think if that's the case, it wouldn't make
not
it
a
through.
technique
No,
thing.
no, the
Yeah,
core-
I
the
don't think
core
it would
be-
make it through ideas.
The core gearing would all be Technic in the middle, but
Yeah, I think it would have to just be a clock mechanism that you built Lego around. I think that's the only way this would get through ideas, personally. As much as I would love to see it
Huh.
in either iteration,
Well, I would love to see it with an actual Technic movement, even if you had to correct it every day, like if there was a way to adjust, to correct
Okay,
it.
well, wait.
Like,
Let's,
I think what
But it would be expensive.
there is no way that Lego is going to make something that functions every single day on like constantly. Like there's
Right.
just that's not
Yeah.
what they're in the business of doing.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
can tell you, like having done Snake Queen and all the other stuff, is like Technic and the motors and stuff are really, really, really good, but they're not clock accurate.
Yeah, there's no way. I think you're right. Like I could kind of see this being like the piano, where they
Yes,
kind of fake it a bit,
exactly. Or like the typewriter.
Like maybe you could run it for a little bit where it like is actually working and the hands are moving. But yeah, I don't think it's going to be.
no, that's
like,
why I thought
accurate.
this would have a likelihood of succeeding, is because it is like the typewriter, it is like the piano. It's one of those mechanical marvels. Like
The problem
guess-
is like with a clock. I don't know about you guys, but I go a little nutty when I see clocks that aren't set to the right time.
Yeah.
Well, you're a very special case,
yeah, I have
Holly.
no problem.
No,
Yeah.
I get it. I get it.
Right?
We're used to clocks working.
Yeah,
Not if it's a
that's-
toy.
Rather than a toy, I disagree. But anyway,
I don't
let's
know.
let's
Yeah.
move on.
I love
That's
it.
a
I
funny
hope
one.
it makes it.
That's a funny one. Yeah, I do want to build it though.
I
This is cool.
adore this.
Mhm.
Unfortunately,
Yes.
they've done Santa's house a bunch of times.
Yep.
yep.
Whoa, look at the white croissants and
But-
clips for the smoke.
Yeah, but at the same time, like if you just took Santa out of it,
Right, exactly.
it would be
This is-
it would be
It's
really
like a winter
amazing.
cottage, right? Which
Yeah,
we've seen
like-
so many of those submitted.
Well, and I love the shape of the house, and then like the logs under the roof on the
You know
left hand
what?
side.
So didn't we just have like an A-frame house that was approved?
Like a steep one.
A
right?
very steep one, yeah.
Yeah, and I kind of feel like that might have already taken that spot for something like this.
I know we only have room for one A-frame house.
Kind
This
of.
is
Like,
not
And
it.
ideas.
I mean, think about it when you're going, I'm thinking of it objectively as somebody who's going through and has to pick one of these. That's going to go through my mind of like, we want variety, right? So if you've got 30 different projects to choose from, are you going to pick something that's similar to something else you already approved? I don't know. That's
Well,
hard.
yeah, the other consideration is there's always a winter themes line of sets that come out.
That's big
That
competition.
That too.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
What do you all think? I don't know if you can see it. Maybe if you're watching on a big screen, but the bricks in the stone wall
They're
look like
Thor
they're
hammers.
sideways built.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
are they?
it's a Thor hammer.
Thor hammers.
Oh, it is Thor hammers. You're right.
Oh.
Yeah, Thor hammer.
So this is
Wow.
another example of like, this is a great mock and it's not even a bad idea, but I think conceptually where you would have to take the concept now is like, it's like, I like the idea of it being kind of one of those like vintage winter scenes, but you could do like another scene.
Yeah.
It's
Then Santa
similar.
got a car in this one too, which is
Yeah.
You know, it makes me think of Stranger Things, seeing the car right there, of the Stranger Things set.
Huh.
Yeah,
that's
it looks like that's exactly the same thing I thought of. It looks like Hopper's car from Stranger Things.
It's that same
That's-
era.
Huh.
no.
But it's Santa's cottage, but there's a car instead of a sleigh.
Hey, he's modern.
Santa's modern.
This
He's
is
gotta
like
get
his
around.
style. or
If he's
something.
modern, he should have like a George Jetson flymobile. Four-wheel drive.
Now,
and
you
get-
know,
get all
you're
his
familiar
presents
with
out.
these. Like, what do you call these things? You know, when they have like those little, like ceramic Winter Village pieces that you build your village out of. It's kind of what the
Mhm.
Lego Winter
I
Village was based
remember
on.
those. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of where this is derived from. And there's
right.
lots of things like in that same style of like 50s, 60s Americana, like
It's beautiful.
Winter Village kind of thing, like that you could pick from. So I think it's like really good conceptually. I think it's unfortunate that it's a little too similar to like a couple of other things that maybe this one won't quite go, but it is a good concept.
And I'm sorry, but these mushrooms, I don't think they'd be growing in the snow.
They're
They're
North Pole
they're
mushrooms. You leave them
toadstools.
alone.
They work
Oh.
color-wise.
He or she who built this, Norton, should win an award for that chimney that's supported by a Lego string so it doesn't fall
Yeah.
over.
It's really
This whole
cool.
thing is amazing as a model.
Yeah, it's a beautiful
cool.
model.
Oh, it
and
totally is.
Oh, those are
Yeah.
ceramic mushrooms, you know. They're
Yeah,
like little
oh, okay.
garden.
Actually, Blair
Little
says
garden
Amanitas grow
No,
in Siberia.
they're magical mushrooms. That's how the Rangers fly.
Oh dear. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
I have no idea what this is.
Same.
Yeah, me either.
It
Just
kind
keep
of
going.
makes me
It-
think of Speed
you don't-
Racer.
You don't,
Oh, the
yeah, you
Mach
don't remember
1.
the Mach 1, the Mach Patrol comic books from the 70s,
Nope.
60s?
No.
I don't.
Before
Well,
my time.
I guess that
No.
shows you how this is going to go then. That's too bad.
It was right in my time, and I don't know it. I mean, like I said, it kind of reminds me of Speed Racer, kind of.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was the same animation type style, but
Yeah, yeah. Sort of like proto,
Or no, maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm thinking something totally.
kind of like proto anime. Sort of is
Yeah.
what it makes me think of. But you know, it's hard to tell.
Mm.
But it's mostly the logo makes me think of that like very 1970s, 80s anime type look.
The color
Mhm.
blocking on the models too. Like
Yeah.
of stuff from back then. So yeah.
Well, Mock Patrol, I just looked it up and it's got that police car all over it.
Okay,
Yeah.
Polar Express 20th anniversary.
I think this thing's been submitted like 5 billion times.
Yeah.
I'm
Just
very sorry because I think this is a really cool train, but Polar
Yep.
Express made me so uncomfortable.
Yep.
It
Well,
really did. Just like that
it'll-
whole like
The uncanny
Yeah.
the
valley.
uncanny
Yeah.
valley really just curdles my skin whenever I think of
It
this.
was the dawn of motion capture. No one quite understood yet how best to utilize that technology.
Well, yeah, and if you watched the latest Chip and Dale movie, I mean, it's become like a punching bag for that type of
Yeah.
animation.
Yeah. I have friends that
Unfortunately-
worked on Polar Express that are also traumatized by the experience.
So I think it's a cool model, but just not based on a pop culture reference that resonates with me.
Well, I also would
Yeah.
say that this picture, while a great recreation of the movie poster, isn't a great. It doesn't show off the model in
Yeah.
a way that makes me want to buy it. It
Yeah,
looks like a
I
big
would-
black
I would-
train.
I've seen so many amazing like Polar Express models. This is another one of those situations where if this like usually it is about timing, right? So for whatever reason, if they were doing a Polar Express like whatever remake or something, then they very well could pick this one up. But it would make me so upset because they've had so many better models submitted that like that gets annoying, right? When
Right.
it really is more about timing than like the actual model. how
Well,
it's
like The
done.
Office.
Yeah, right, exactly.
I
Yeah.
also think, like with Hidden Side, there's a certain responsibility to show the model and what it actually looks like. And this
Right.
makes it look like the model is lit from the inside.
Oh well, I mean, I
Sort
don't.
of.
That doesn't bother me. Like,
Am I just picking too much? I
Yeah,
don't.
I mean,
I always
companies-
feel like I want to see the model.
Although I gotta say, at Brick Rodeo, they had one of those lights out nights,
Mhm.
and there was a train running that was lit on the inside, and it looked so cool. It
Mhm.
was really. It was
I light
really neat.
my little my Winter Village trains. I always light on the inside.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think that it's the marketing and brand that's not going to go well for
Yeah.
this one.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
These are awesome.
Pretty cool.
Oh, they're beautiful.
Yeah, these are fire.
Those
The
could go-
praying mantis is crazy good. It's so good.
It's
And I
really-
think this would also make a great gift with purchase concept.
a
Yeah.
what?
A great
What'd you
gift
say?
with purchase concept.
Yes, yeah, it's
Like-
really, really beautiful, and I love the wings on the bee or the hornet is really nice.
It makes me think of Dawn too.
Oh,
Yes, exactly.
You mean the
does.
butterfly, not
Yeah,
the hornet?
no,
Okay, good.
the butterfly. The
Butterfly.
set makes me think of Dawn because of the butterfly.
And that rhino beetle is really cool.
So
Mhm.
good.
Yeah,
and
this
it's
is
a
like
little sciencey.
this is like the bird set that they put out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't mean
what
that
we're
as a
talking about.
criticism. I feel like they're doing all this National Geographic and other kind of like, partnering with science. I think they're
Right.
cool.
Yeah. I mean, I guess
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if they would like market it that way, but it's definitely
Got it.
like, yeah, there's
It's-
definitely
It's
people out
possible.
there for this one.
Let's say
You
this
could
is
put them with
probably.
your florals.
Well, it seems like this one stands the best chance so far, of the ones I've seen.
Yeah. Okay. Boeing 747 cockpit.
Wow.
This looks.
I mean, that's amazing.
It
Yeah.
is, but it also looks incredibly complicated, and there would be so many stickers that my hand would be a claw.
Yeah. And I think, honestly, I think it would have a relatively limited audience. I mean, relatively
Yes.
speaking. I mean,
Yeah,
I know it's already
Yeah. Well, and this
around
has
10,000
got like,
people.
yeah, it's literally like beyond Justin Ramsden level of stickers here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
think
is
this
absurd.
What was the first one that we looked at? It was like the Condor or something.
Concord.
The
Concord,
Concord.
that's what it was. Yeah, this is like a little more niche than even that. So I think
Yeah,
we
I
could
agree.
Yeah.
It's like you could do a 2-in-1 and have it rebuild as the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon.
You would have to
There you
stamp
go.
it. I mean, no, you'd have to stamp this thing. That's
Yeah.
the way to do it, is to have one massive sticker for the front.
Yeah.
And one massive
Blair
sticker for the top.
Blair says it has
Blair.
to come with index.
Yeah, it comes with Windex, exactly.
I think it's really well done. Like pretty realistic.
It's cool. Again, it's a good mock. I don't think it's right for ideas.
But I will also say, imagine, like, yes, we're saying it's a good mock, but also imagine if none of the stickers were there. Like
Yeah.
a lot of what's cool about this is
Yeah.
all of those panels and things.
Right.
Yeah.
And also think about it too. Like, do we see any other images? Because the framing of this, like, I don't know how
It looks
like
from the
building
outside.
this
Yeah.
what this looks like as a model.
This
Uh,
is
I
like
don't
the
know.
really
ideal
cool.
view.
Yeah.
And it clearly somebody knows planes really well.
Sure, of
Yes.
course. You wouldn't build this if you weren't really into that one, into that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So here we go. 221B Baker Street, home of Sherlock Holmes.
Cute. It's cute, but again, it's very modular.
It is very
Mhm.
modular.
Or it's at least
I like that little carriage.
Yeah, it's at least very much like other things that Lego makes, but they could do stuff with this, like depending on the interior details. Like it could be, they could
Mhm.
totally do a Sherlock Holmes theme
Yeah.
thing, and I think
Mhm.
I'd be excited for that.
It'd be cool
Depends
if
on who
there
owns
was
it, of
a
course.
narrative like from one of those stories that wasn't
Yeah,
too
exactly.
gruesome.
That's what I mean. Yeah, depending on what they do with this or how. I'd have to see the rest of the pitch. You know, like I need more information.
I need the Hound of Baskerville model, and then we can talk.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Adventure Box.
Oh, I've loved this one since I first saw it. I think
that's
it's
a
so
good
cool,
idea.
and I keep thinking I'm just going to build one of these, and it just hasn't
Well, I
happened
want to
yet.
see what's in the inside.
Well, then that spoils it for you. No, I'm sure
There
so
are
we're-
definitely a lot more
Yeah.
pictures.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we gotta, like,
Oh wow. Whoa. If you're a gamer, this
so
would be
cool.
awesome. No, does it come with all those figs?
I would think it should.
It would have comes with a dragon. I mean, I think this is maybe just showing that you can keep all of your things inside of it. I
Yeah.
don't know if it actually comes with all the things.
Yeah, I think it's a cool idea. Like I would use it, you know?
Oh,
Totally.
absolutely. Absolutely. It's,
It's
pretty
different.
cool.
This is what I like to see on Lego ideas. You know what I mean? Like this is like something I haven't seen anything like Lego hasn't done anything like this really before. So that's
Yep.
I think this is a great idea.
Yeah.
Great
And,
for
yeah,
D&D
if-
players.
For anything, honestly. I mean,
Right.
if this doesn't get picked up, I sincerely hope that whoever built it posts
Yeah.
the instructions.
Lego-
on it,
Well,
first of all,
they're not
when
allowed
they're
to.
able
Once
to.
again, that's the
when
problem
they're
with
able
ideas.
to. When they're able to.
Yeah. Wait, however long it is. How many years is it?
Well, I
It's
mean,
a long time.
Gonna be an
Wait,
awesome
I've
sewing
seen
box.
this for the last 3 or 4 years on ideas, so clearly I haven't built my own yet. I think I can wait another 3 or 4 years.
Right. All right. Wuppertaler. Oh god, I'm gonna mangle this. Blah 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 blah, blah, blah railway.
Oh, phew.
So it's a train?
Yes.
No, it's a suspension train. in a way.
Suspended train.
Train.
Interesting.
I like it. I think it's too much of the same thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, that's
It's-
kind of what trains are in a way. There are a lot of the same.
Yeah, different
know
kind
how-
of trains, I guess.
A regular train has like a cool engine and a tender. Look, I said a train thing that I know.
Yeah,
And
I'm very impressed.
and other things, like this is just kind of looks like a lot of the same. I don't know.
Well,
No,
for-
that's not where I think it would fall short. So it's a vehicle. So then the question is, all the city builders would want it.
Mhm.
The only problem is how I don't see anybody being able to run that much elevated track through their Lego city.
Well, and
Yeah.
also too, does it really
do it.
run, or is it like a is it because this seems kind of based on the crocodile train layout
Oh, okay.
No, it's true.
presentation?
Don't know.
I
It
think
looks
Although-
like
one
it
of
should
the-
run.
I think for
Moto,
me,
I
the
have to
biggest-
say,
go
go ahead,
Kai.
Richard. I
No,
was
not
going
at
to say,
all.
as far as the suspension, we at Bricks by the Bay, actually, one of our Baylog members, we had a whole city of Cocoa, and in the city of the Dead, he actually had a running suspension train going.
Oh, you can
around.
do
was
it. Don't
quite
get me
long.
wrong.
Yeah,
I'm
that's,
saying,
doable.
I'm
JK
saying, do you
Brickwork.
see someone like Emma Source integrating this into her city or Jang?
Mm.
Yeah,
That's where I'm going.
JK Brickworks did the hanging thing. It's really cool.
Well, you know that. So recently, a few models ago, I was saying this doesn't look realistic enough. I want to see the model. It's got too much like effects on it. I think this model has the opposite issue. I think it's an uninteresting photo that's very removed from the model. And if it was more diagonal and close up, it would seem like the model was more in
Well,
action.
the model's gorgeous.
I think it's a great model, and I think the photograph doesn't do it justice. I think it's not a colorful photograph, and it doesn't place it in any kind of like. There's no nostalgic romance about where this came from for me.
There's no story.
Yeah,
Sure.
I love the model. I'm
Yeah.
sorry about the photo.
I want to get Technic bricks and sand green.
Yes.
Go badly
Well,
after
there's
seeing
that.
Oh yes.
All right.
That's slick.
Ralph. So this is the same guy who did the curved ocean with the ship on it.
Oh yeah. It's
He's
so
really
good.
great. Now,
Yeah.
I like this, but I feel like
It's
Technical
too much in with the
difficulty.
botanicals.
I think this would be a horrible building experience for anyone that's new to Lego.
21 plus, maybe.
well, this is definitely like for the botanical line, I could see
Yeah.
them doing
Yeah.
something like this
Yeah.
because that's a lot of like little tiny pieces. But yeah, as far as a like, if you're talking about Lego ideas being used as a gateway
Mhm.
to the hobby, this is probably
Mhm.
not going to do it. But it's so
No.
beautiful, and I
Yeah.
want to know what the bowl piece is.
It looks
You
like
know,
maybe a planet.
Those are the same pieces that I have on the top of my Chicago thing, like the hoses with kind of the axles.
Yeah,
Well,
No,
no, no.
The actual
Yeah, the
the
bowl.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
that's the
spherical
frame. We're
part.
talking about the actual sphere underneath.
yeah, the actual bowl that's holding
Oh.
it
Is it like
underneath.
those big planets from Star
Looks
Wars?
like a Star Wars planet to me, but
Might be.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Well,
know
yeah.
Star Wars
It's
piece.
the only thing that's that big.
Yeah.
No
the
Star Wars
sphere.
piece.
Very pretty though. Ralph is amazing.
Composition is really nice.
And then
Right.
I say, so David Wilkie says, wish it had more color. And of course, that's one of those things where you could very easily add onto it whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You could
exactly.
improvise very easily to however you wanted.
No, I know Richard's gonna like this one.
I
I
love
like
this
this
That's
one.
one.
awesome.
I can hear it right now, and
I-
then taking the thing out, and it's too cold, and you got to put the photo under your arm so it exposes.
That is not a thing.
It is.
I think
I
this one might make it. This one might make it if they can get the
I
licensing.
agree.
I feel yeah, it's been submitted. I've seen a lot of Polaroid ideas and things too. So I don't know why this one has such trouble getting through, but I would 100% pick one up.
Yeah, me too.
Yep.
It's a good one.
Same.
I love it. It's tough to have a sticker across two tiles.
I mean, I was gonna say I've seen quite a few Polaroid builds, and this to me is the best one I've seen.
That's a good one. Yeah, I don't know that I've ever seen the film included.
Yeah,
with
the
it.
film's pretty
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Well, and
Would
how
be
do you
cool.
think
Would be cool
Thanks,
if that
Tim.
technique. It'd be nice if that Technicolor, when you rotate it, spit the little piece of paper out the front.
Yeah.
It better be functional to some
That'd be
degree.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and it would be they should also include like an actual like photo. You know,
Mhm, exactly. That's
Obviously,
what I
it had to
mean.
be a
Like,
sticker
do
or
pull out of
something.
it.
we have?
Like-
Have you guys seen the little toy one? We have this old Tomy like Polaroid
Mhm.
toy that was like my favorite thing for my kids when they were little, because it had in the back of it, it could hold like 5 cartridges, like 5 pieces of film, and it had a thing that popped off with a sponge, and you could get the sponge wet, and then you put it back on the front of the camera, and then when you put these little plastic film things through the front, the water would like expose the film.
Oh,
So you
cute.
put it in and take it out, and it would have a picture that shows up. So
That's
it's
cool.
like a vintage, something from like the 70s or 80s, but it was like the best toy ever.
Well, also
Well, this is I think that if they were to do something like that, it would be along the lines of like the typewriter came with those pre-typed pages that you could put in it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But what if it was like magic? Like somehow they had a way of like you put in an unexposed piece and then you pull out the piece that has the picture.
Right.
Well, just like the water activated maps in some of those Friends builds, right?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, they don't have to do water activated. Just if they had a way,
But it's a-
kind of
it's a
like magic
possibility.
coin where you put something in and take something different out, like that kind of thing. It would still be like that same effect.
Well, yeah, and Polaroid is back. The Polaroid, they stopped making them for a while, but now they're back because the whole hipster movement is loving
Oh,
them.
yeah.
So
Oh,
Like I said-
Still a hipster movement? That's a thing?
film has still been going strong for the last decade.
Oh,
or
I'm not
more.
talking about film. I'm talking about hipsters. That's still a thing?
Yeah.
I
It's
mean,
still a thing.
Yeah,
I'm
people
sorry.
people are going back and appreciating the more analog nature of this stuff. So like, I mean, Holly, you said, yeah, film has been going on for the past decade or so. I think what Moto is talking about is like the Polaroid experience, I guess.
the actual Polaroid film was discontinued for a while, but now it's back. It's this
well, yeah,
Amazon.
because when the Instax and stuff were made, like that's when they realized there was still a market for it. Yeah.
Well, it might just be that I like this model a lot, but to me, this feels like it hits all the marks with ideas and is possibly a low price point model
Yeah.
too.
I mean, I still shoot film, so I love it. It hits my heart.
Well, it gets that nostalgia thing just like
Mhm.
right
Yeah.
there.
All right.
Yes, please. Did you guys ever see the Hasselblad model? Oh, that thing was so awesome.
No, I have to
Oh, it was so
that.
good. It had all the like mechanical features to it. Like you crank it and you pull the slide out. It was so good. I don't know why that one didn't make it.
Because it's not a Polaroid.
I guess.
Yeah.
Whatever. Hasselblad's
All right.
way.
Let's move on past the Polaroid
All
so we
right,
can
all right,
get
all
through these 35 billion things. Absolutely
again,
gorgeous.
Same modular
Absolutely
comment though.
gorgeous.
Yep. Yeah. Too modular, but I love it.
Yeah, it is very modular, but man, it's beautiful.
Yep.
Holy cow. All right.
Oof.
Okay, I had to do a double take on this.
What is this?
But it
So
looks
see that
like
it
a
was
real
Lego?
car.
Yeah, I mean it is. It's a real rally car.
But
I think the hybrid
you can
Technic
tell
line.
a Lego car looks like Lego. This looks like a car.
Well, the
Yeah.
stickers
Because there are no
help
studs.
a lot, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, but you know the James Bond cars, the hybrid, like what do I want to call them? Expert creator type car line.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, is just really strong. But God, this is gorgeous, and I love cars.
So well done. The
it's really
headlights, the shaping of everything, the visors.
Yeah, and I love rally. I love rally racing. It's just, I just see it going up against the Expert creator line.
Yeah, I agree.
And by the way, if you don't like stickers on your Speed Champions, just make it bigger.
Make it bigger.
Because no, seriously, this is like the stickers on this is like if you took a Speed Champion sticker set and made it big.
Yeah, no thanks. Not for me.
So are they using fairings here? Or is that just all like curved slopes? That whole side there is so smooth.
Yeah, they're curved slopes. Really, really, really great shaping.
So they're just the thing that the stickers do for it is they cover up some of the Technic holes, which is nice.
Well, those are not.
Got it.
Those aren't Technic panels. Those are curved slopes. I mean, there are some Technic panels woven in, like the white on the bottom.
Are you sure? I feel like I see Technic panels.
No,
in there.
like the white on the underside of the door is a Technic two Technic fairings put together.
Yeah.
But they're transitioning into curved slopes with the part that goes over the top of the tire.
Yeah, but
Like
you
the
would
part
see
that-
you would see more of the Technic gaps if it didn't have the stickers going all the way across. In some places.
But yeah, this person is really good at transitioning between Technic and system.
All right, let's see. Castle of Brickwood Forest. Again,
Oh, that's
beautiful.
a delightful castle.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I love
Yeah,
that
love that.
cart.
Yeah,
Castle
carriage
killed the
thing
radio
is
star.
amazing.
Yeah, right?
Castle said kill the radio star. It's
Yeah.
just anything Castle right now is just going to get stomped on by the anniversary set.
Absolutely.
It's timing.
Oh
Yeah,
my god, that
it is
anniversary
timing.
set.
Oh no, the guy's falling off the tower.
Yeah, he's got
What?
knocked off
Oh.
Yeah, he got knocked off the ladder, the siege ladder.
Oh my goodness, not a good look. All right.
You guys need to have a moat, man. That's why you have a moat, so people
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
can Gilmore
Okay.
Girls.
Gilmore Girls.
Oh, right. Okay.
Okay, what is the general consensus here?
I mean, I watched the whole show. I probably still would never buy this.
Yeah,
I was
same.
gonna say it would have gotten stronger, except that the revisit of the Gilmore Girls show was not that
It was
great.
terrible. Yeah, they didn't need to do
It
that.
had its moments, but yeah.
I've never
You know-
seen it.
Oh, oh there
I
you-
think
there
there's
you guess.
a lot of cool detail like with the porch, but I feel like the peaks of the roof and the jaggies on the angled roof are problematic.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think it's not a very good model. Like it could
I was
have
just
been.
going to say that. Yeah.
It could have been a really good model. Like it's not even like Gilmore Girls is like as much as they're doing like TV shows and stuff. Like sure, why not? But I don't. This is not the one that I would vote on.
It just doesn't have
reminds me of
panache.
when we talked about the BTS.
Yeah, this reminds me.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
kind of the
very
same
much,
thing, like they're
very
just
much has the
hoping
feel of the
that it's
BTS
off
set.
the IP.
But if Lego turned around and dished out, the designers actually got their hands on it and did a really cool like farmhouse style house, I'd probably buy it. Yeah.
I would say so the thing that separates it for me from the other TV show ones that we've done or that we've seen made is that the TV show ones we've seen made focused on interiors.
Interiors, exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this is not interior focused.
Right. So I actually
the
like
whole
the
show had
better.
so much. There was so much interior and exterior, and so many different spots in the show.
You'd have to pick and choose. That's what makes it really difficult.
Yeah.
But the inside of it could be really cool too. Like they only need a couple of details on the inside to really sell it. And again, that was what was charming about it, right? Is
pizza.
that
Why hasn't someone done the studio set for Saturday Night Live? That would probably.
what?
SNL's been around forever. If they just did the SNL set, like
What
the
would that
stage
even
set,
look like?
Yeah.
it would be all about the figs, probably.
Stage.
Yeah. Well, even how would you even do the
Anyway.
figs?
Then
You've
gotta
got
pick the
like
specific era.
40 years worth of
Yeah.
people.
Much of it,
All
But
right.
it might be
appropriate
the
for
best way to
children.
get a Justin Timberlake figure.
There
Okay,
you go.
this
I would
is-
get it if it had Gilda Radner.
this is hands down my absolute favorite
This is
of all of
delightful.
the
cute.
things.
Yeah.
I don't
It-
like it at all.
So well done.
Well, why do you say that, Moto?
The head shaping's all wonky. It's not very organic. It's not.
But
solved
that
very
can be
well.
fixed in post production, as they say.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's beautifully done. Now it is a render.
Mhm.
Now, and so
Sure.
whether this will stand up to actually being built, but I think like as a concept, it's
I
really
hate that. I mean, as much as I do digital models, I think you really should do a practical build before you put something on Lego Ideas.
Mhm.
I agree.
Yeah.
And I have to say I'm a little confused by like, is this like guys chasing an elephant with a sword?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is what iconic scene is this coming from? It's the Friend Like Me musical thing, but then it's got a black octagon on the bottom. It's got, you know what I mean? It's not like a mound of gold or the Sphinx, or I'm trying to think of the set pieces from the movie, and this does not Just
It,
doesn't
you know,
jump
what,
into
it
my
just doesn't
mind.
look finished. It doesn't
I'm
look
also
finished.
noticing these Technic pieces sticking out on the
Yeah.
sides here. Is
Yeah.
that to support the elbows?
I don't know.
What are those for?
That doesn't look finished.
Let's look at
Doesn't
some
look
other
finished.
pictures. Let's see if
Yeah.
there's any other photos. Oh,
Oh.
Oh, all right. Now it got better.
yeah. I don't.
Oh, go to this photo.
The hands move.
Oh, it
Spins.
It rotates.
It spins around. Yeah.
Why?
They're dancing. It's to the song.
Well, and they rotate around Aladdin.
Yeah.
I'm
think
trying
it's
to.
really cool.
I'm trying to think of an iconic moment from the movie, and I'm not. It's just.
Yeah, I'm not
coming to me.
either. I mean, I know there's like the parade and everything. Anyway, like it's cute, it's cool. I love the I think it's a really coolly designed model. I don't know if it will be terribly successful.
Yeah.
Minifigures with skin tones of color, various skin
It
tones.
says "friend like me," so I wonder if it's like some parts from the song that you have to.
Yeah, you probably have to
Yeah.
really know the
Yeah.
song. But this is now I see what this is. Like this is clearly an update of the medieval market village. So I don't know. I like it. But I think again, medieval is not going to cut it.
Yeah, I think anything in the Middle Ages is just going to get put aside. Well,
boy.
that's going.
Loaded.
Good luck with Adidas
Yeah.
license. That's dead.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and also like, well, I mean, you know, what do you think, Randall? This is your area of expertise.
So I think, what do I think really? I don't know that I didn't necessarily even expect the Adidas set to come through in the first place, and so I don't know. I think I'm fine with like not having things mixed. So like shoes and Lego. I don't know if I really want to have, you know, a set of Jordans or Adidas or Puma or whatever, you know, fill in the blank. They look good. I really like the shaping of it.
Yeah.
I think if I'm thinking about the process, you know, you got to go talk to Nike, then you got to go talk to Michael Jordan, then you got to...
Yeah, you got to talk to Jordan, too.
Yeah.
Well, plus it's too derivative of the Adidas project.
Yeah, I don't know.
Are they wearable? I would not want to wear this shoe.
Well, I mean, I'm sure the logic was sound in that Air Jordan is the most popular brand that I can think of shoes out there. But, you know, they weren't probably thinking about the licensing conflict and then the various licensing hoops you'd have to go through to get them done.
Yeah.
Well, and of course, wearing them only just makes me think of Steve Martin's Cruel Shoes. And if you've never read Steve Martin's Cruel Shoes or heard it, you should just go Google it because it's pretty hilarious. Anyway.
Yeah, I think unlikely.
Magical Village over the bridge.
Hey, see, yeah.
Oh, it's pretty.
So adorable.
This is a good example of like, hey, that's the right concept, but maybe just not exactly the right model for this place and time. But I think this is along that same sort of like, this could be another one of those little ceramic Winter Village pieces that you pick up.
I mean, I need this in my Lego Winter Village. It's beautiful.
Sure. Good idea.
But I don't. I don't see it because it is too much a part of.
Yeah, I don't think Lego will pick it up. Project. But I love seeing this because I have wondered in the last few years with Lego with the Winter Village sets. I feel like they've run out of ideas. Like they seem to have like not been able to.
What they're just
this would be a great next step.
Yeah, this is where they should be going. So you can actually build out the village with something more than just more houses. Yeah.
Right. It's gorgeous.
It's a really good concept.
Right. Legend of the Sea Serpent.
Oh, I love that.
Where have I seen this before?
It's really cool.
I would buy this in a heartbeat.
I mean, it looks a lot like the medieval blacksmith shop and medieval type stuff.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
beautiful.
But it's a sea serpent.
It's pretty cool.
That's the
Get
best
the
one.
Brick says, how many ideas sets have been Winter Village theme?
A lot,
None.
a lot.
A lot.
But you know what? I very rarely see.
No,
good
I mean
ones.
none have been produced, but
Yeah, they
been a
won't
lot.
do it. That's the unfortunate part. Is it's again too much already in the vein of something they already do. That's why Lego Ideas isn't necessarily the best platform. But like in this situation where it's like, well, you know, it seems like they've kind of run out of ideas with Winter Village. Like I don't blame people for submitting concepts of like,
Yeah.
I like this. I feel like once again, and I've said this about other things before, it's too mawkish.
Yeah.
it is.
It's too much like something you would see at a convention, which is not a put down.
Right.
But
Right.
when you're talking about Lego sets, but then again, look what they did with the medieval blacksmith shop, which was a total ramshackle building.
Oh
in
no.
its
So
concept.
my nitpicking is that if you put a creature in it, you better have it freestanding and able to manipulate on your own. Whereas this one's baked right into the structure, so
Sure.
it is pretty much a display piece where you'd set it down. You can't, other than the head and the first segment of it,
Yeah.
you can't actually manipulate the Sea Serpent around the house in different combinations because it's literally going in and out of the base.
Yeah,
sure.
Unfortunately.
I think that's a very fixable problem, though.
Well, but you
You know,
judge
it
on
could
what
be-
you have in
It
front of
could
you.
be Creator 3-in-1-ish, right? I mean,
Not
Yeah,
gonna do
but they're
that,
not
no.
going to do that. Like
which
that's
they
not
no, but I'm just saying, you know,
right.
I don't. I think they could. I think they could do.
I
think
wouldn't
they could do
100% count it. I do think it's unlikely for all those reasons mentioned, but I wouldn't count it completely out. Yeah.
All right, we get another train.
Flynn,
What?
I'm curious about what you said about this feels more mockish. To me, the thing that separates sets from mocks is like stable building techniques.
Yes.
You know, stable building techniques and the ability to. Yeah, I guess that's the biggest thing. Is it fragile or is it strong?
Well, when I
what do
look
you
at-
mean?
When I look at it, like at this section right here, do you see how these pieces are all kind of cattywampus right here? And then if you look down here along the neck, you can see that those are those little 2x2 slopes, and they are not. They're only supported on one end and kind of slightly overlapping the other end.
Yeah.
And it's also got a lot of little ramshackly details that I feel like are not things that they tend to go for in.
Yeah. It would take some redesign.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, at least they stuck to system. They didn't go full JFA on it.
It's
but-
true.
It's not all flex tubes everywhere, but you know.
Okay, so here's again. I feel like the same thing that you said with that other train. Like it's a beautiful train, and the photo does it zero justice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but on the other hand, I mean, you can get a great sense, and I think this is a much better train.
It is.
I agree.
At least it's got color to it.
I feel like
There we go. That's what I'm talking
Right?
about.
that's the difference. You're inside the
Ooh.
circle of action here, right?
Yep.
And I
I
mean,
just
that's
don't-
really just whoever chose the photo for the thing, right? Like,
For the
Yeah.
article. Mhm.
I think
really like
this is a great train. This is a great train, and I think.
Where's it powered from?
I don't
That's
know
the
if it
question
is
is,
powered.
could it be powered, or
I
is
thought
it
it was.
really?
I mean,
a
it
display
looked
model?
in the first photo that it's sold as like that. They're selling it as like a display model, but
Like the
I could be wrong.
crocodile.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's really great. It's also, as Hooded One points out, quite large. This would be quite large.
It's
Yeah.
big. Yeah.
Be a
Yeah.
pricey set.
I would say
right?
probably like two to 2.5 times, maybe even 3 times the size of the crocodile.
Yeah, I mean, this is another
Yeah.
again. It's like Lego makes trains. Like, I'm sorry, I
Mhm.
know train people want more trains, but Lego already makes trains, so I don't feel like this is the best use of Lego ideas
Right.
resources myself.
Yeah.
Okay, the Notting Hill Market.
Is that a?
I really love
Pretty.
this.
It's cute. Is it now? Is it supposed to
delightful.
be based on that movie, or is this just like
The
a
neighborhood.
place?
Well, I would hope so. I hope it's part of the film, but
I think it's the neighborhood. I don't know if it has anything. I haven't seen the film though, so
Yeah.
I don't know what.
I haven't either.
I saw. God, when did I see that? Because I
Hi,
can't
Lorene.
remember any of it.
It's cute. I love the colors, but I
Looks like something that already exists in Friends, right?
right, kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, I am 100% in favor of all those pastel colors together. It looks
So it
fantastic.
very much looks like the Portobello Road Market in real life. So
Well-
it's not movie. It's really based on the neighborhood.
Display trains make me sad,
That's
like birds and geese.
hysterical.
That's real.
Well, that's why I asked how is it powered, because that's what I
Mhm.
know is most
Yeah.
people are looking for.
This is cute, but I don't necessarily see this happening. What do y'all think?
But I don't see it happening. But I do hope that someone is taking notes, because we had talked about in the past how, friends in city need to come together at some
Yes.
point.
Yes.
This is actually hitting that sweet spot of just the right amount of color, just the right amount. You know what I'm saying? It really
Yes.
is as if
Yeah.
it wasn't like friends over the top, but it's a great use of at least some colors.
It's colorful but not girly, you know.
It's also
Right.
not explosively overpowering it. It's
Well,
in
what
both
is that
colors.
green color?
That's
Isn't that
turquoise,
mint
isn't it?
green?
I thought that was a turquoise, but I guess I don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't know. This one
Uh,
next to the purple looks light, like a mint green to me.
I think it may be just part of the render or the photo.
Yeah, I think
I
these are
would
colors
use that.
a bit.
I would use that
Mhm.
super light blue color there.
Huh.
The one
So
that is
all
The
this
sort
light
of
aqua.
minty.
Mm-hmm.
It's aqua, yeah, you're right.
I think all this
Aqua,
needs
there you
to be
go.
a city set is like a burglary.
Oops, sorry, something
Oh,
happened. to me.
we're
All right,
backwards.
all right. Pneumatic, another train.
So
Pneumatic
same- the
Stop
same,
locomotive.
Stop.
the
Commentary.
same complaint.
Oh, points for the track though. Look at that track.
Oh yeah, it's like
Oh,
Creative track.
nice.
Well, yeah, and they
Look
even
at
have the
that.
springs on the front connect bumpers and everything. I mean,
Oh,
this is like
yeah.
elite level model making.
This
It
must
is.
be
Good train.
big.
This is pneumatic, so maybe it does run off of
It's
pneumatics.
a good train, I'm telling you. If they would ever pull a train for ideas, they've got a couple of possibilities here
right.
Oh, this might-
that they could
who
Right.
knows?
work their magic on.
Oh, unfortunately, I thought this got covered already in a set.
Yeah, I'm afraid this
Yeah.
just happened.
It's a nice barn, though.
It's adorable barn. I mean, I love the whole thing. It's great.
The truck is cute.
But yeah, we've just seen this happen, and I need that like
Yeah.
black and white spotted cow,
I'm surprised
know-
they didn't sneak a goat in there.
right?
You know what's funny too is like if had this have gone through the last round and it been rejected, people wouldn't have known why. You know,
Right.
they wouldn't.
Right.
Like, people wouldn't have known there was already one in the works.
Oh wow!
This
This
is
is-
really
What the heck is
cool.
this?
It's based on a video game, isn't it? One of the construction games.
It looks
I
like
I have
think
a,
no idea what this is.
Yeah, I don't either. If it's a game, I don't know what it is, but I will say that I'm 100% into the blue bush, the
Yeah.
orange 3-leaf plants.
That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah, and the
It's
red.
like for no other reason. That's why I want this.
It kind of looks like those the factory bits in Astroneer, doesn't it, Richard?
A little bit, right? Yeah, like
Yeah.
you would set these up and yeah, the plants and all that. It looks spacey to me. I don't understand the reference, but I think it looks cool.
I love the
So-
roof with the
The gates.
Oh, nice.
rounded gates.
Yeah, I think it is. It's one of those resource games where you
Got
set
it.
up
Yeah.
automated things and you continue the conveyors to build more and more complicated things for your planet. But
yeah, Cara, like Astroneer.
Yeah, and I
Yeah,
gotta
like
say,
that.
I feel like they've opted out on past like popular game things like what was that,
Mhm.
Fall Guys, and
Mhm.
there's been a few other
So-
ones.
So
Tiny
yeah, I think
part
the only
for
reason,
that.
by the way, the only reason I know of this is because I think I saw it in Let's Game It Out, like someone commented, where the guy goes just ridiculous levels to break the game. But
Got it.
Mhm.
other than
Yeah.
that, yeah, I don't know if it's a popular enough.
Now I
game
know what
to-
you're talking. Once you mentioned, let's game it out. Now I know exactly which.
Do you
game you're
remember where you
talking
like
about.
destroyed the whole planet
Yes,
with these things?
yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. He's just
Alright.
got conveyor belts of like radioactive material or something going.
Oh,
That's
the
pretty.
Ralph is so amazing, and
Oh, that's beautiful.
I feel like these things that he does are so incredible. Like this bit of it that comes off the edge and goes down the side of the table is so cool, and Lego will never make that.
No.
Well,
No, they
I don't
can't.
know.
Could be revised.
Well, but I mean, to me, the biggest thing is you have to have a display space with a corner for this to function correctly.
Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
think Lego could design that out of the production.
But that's the
set.
whole point. It's called living on the edge. Like that's the
Oh,
whole point of the
well.
model.
Right.
I guess
I
you're
want.
right.
I do want an on-edge set. I just think it needs to be the hardest part is coming up with the model that's really going to thread that needle.
Yeah. Well, and Ralph is an incredible builder, and I'm a huge admirer of his. And I would love to see something that he's done.
If someone did Salvador Dali's Melting Clock, that might make it through.
Yes. Yeah, you're right.
Right on the edge.
Right.
That would be the edge of that would be an edge of the table kind of build.
Get on that.
Yep.
Well, the stonework in that is just great, and the roof tiling. There's so much to love in that.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Lego minerals. Now we're gonna go to our two mineral experts who we have here on staff, Moto and Kara. What do you think?
I actually saw this posted through multiple mineral forums, and I think that's how it reached 10K.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's how you do
Probably.
it.
Yeah, I think this is a very niche market. I love it a lot. I would buy it in a heartbeat. It's really well done, but I don't see it making it.
Amethyst, tourmaline, is there quartz or citrine?
So there's going to be citrine. There's pyrite here. There's it looks like what's the? Maybe rhodochrosite and then ultramarine in the back.
Various barrels, and then you've got the emerald going into ruby. But
the most intriguing thing is the clear grass.
Love that.
Yeah, I mean,
right? Would buy it for that alone.
Great.
They're not going to make.
No, I don't think this would go to production. No. What I would do is focus more on the geode, and maybe if you could get just purely focused on a super realistic geode or a fossil, maybe a trilobite, something that people understand and can get easily recognize.
Well, I also what I don't know about crystal formations is a lot, but I feel like overall this looks very blocky.
Well, yeah, this does not look like it would be fun to build.
I'm saying it is very repetitive and does have the same type of cluster shapes, but
which is
consider a trilobite, consider a geode that maybe has a little bit of a less rhythm to it and a little bit more of that bonsai tree feel to it.
Yep.
I want the geode that you open up and get an Elves mini doll.
Yeah, you crack it up.
Micro doll.
See, that would be delightful.
Chippendale Rescue Ranger.
I love this airplane.
I think this will appeal to a certain demographic.
I think they missed the timing on the new movie release, though, man.
Yeah. I mean, the one thing it does have going for them is they already have Chippendale minifigs, so like they don't have to make new molds.
Yeah, it's not a stretch, but
I
think the model needs some zhuzhing. That it's
How many pieces do they? This thing has hardly any pieces to it.
Yeah, it does seem very piece light.
Those purple, the purple clip and bar and ball are
I would totally take those.
Oh yeah, completely.
Well, I just want, me, I want those Mixel toe balls in white, so I would love to see the set. I just don't think it's going to happen.
Oh, no, this.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, how fun.
What a great idea if it mechanically worked.
This set is $14,000.
Yeah, exactly.
I know. Yeah.
If this one gets approved, that's exactly going to be the complaint. Is the model's not as cool as the mock?
Yeah,
it's gonna be like forever empty after you buy this thing.
Wow, it's so all that drum lacquered gold.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
Well, it's gorgeous, and I do though. It does beg the question: is this a render?
Oh yeah.
Well, the reflections above the drawer, I think, are too perfect for it to be a lit photo.
Right.
Well, I mean, people render stuff in Blender all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's like a studio render, but I would put money on this being a render.
It's really gorgeous, but yeah,
I would, like I said, this goes along the same lines we were talking about, like with the clock or the typewriter or these mechanical objects. Like if the adding machine part worked, maybe cast this more in a black, or because I saw 3 cash registers this weekend just at estate sales, and yet a lot of them are they're cast iron and they've got the black Japanning finish on them. Well, I mean, I love the gold. Don't get me wrong, but the production side of this would just be overwhelming.
Yeah.
Well, if I was Lego, I wouldn't do it just because you're absolutely right. Like everyone would complain that no matter what you make, it's not going to be as cool as the concept.
Right. Well, and I also feel like if they were to Legoize this along the lines of what they did with the typewriter, it would probably have two functions. You would press the button and the drawer would open.
Yep.
And you would press a button and the numbers would flip up here at the top.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But also, you'd have to solve for the ring, like the carriage return ring.
Yeah.
You need that cha-ching, and I'm just trying to think of how to get that cha-ching in there. And without using a metal bell or some new element, I can't figure out how to solve that.
Moto, if you figure that out, let me know, because I've tried to figure out a Lego actual bell and never done it. I've thought that I have to use a real bell and have it chimed by Lego.
They tried to figure it out for the typewriter too, and they couldn't quite get that in.
Yeah, but they had the clap, which is enough of a pass, right, for people to say,
the
okay,
click, the tick.
at least you got the tap down. But yeah, this one would all be about, you want that Richie Rich ching.
Yeah, I already know. Yeah.
That looks like a $350 set to me.
And by the way, nobody's ever submitted a slot machine because they all know it would never go through.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is Jules Verne's Nautilus.
Cool idea.
Love it. It's
Cool.
beautiful.
Yeah.
It's really, really cool. I could see this maybe happening.
Yeah.
Look at the
I would buy it.
school of fish with the clear wrenches mounting them to a seaweed.
The robot
wrenches.
hands.
That's the thing.
And that sail on the end. I don't
This
think it comes in that color right now, does it?
it's a dinosaur. It's from the old dinosaurs, I think. Yeah.
Does it come in that color?
It's
I think so.
daytide, maybe? I don't know.
No
I
I'm
idea.
not familiar enough.
And this is a perfect example that steampunk is not gears. There's actually steam pipe there. in the back.
I don't know. Every time I see Jules Verne, I just think of random arms going like this in the water in a fake sub as you go by.
Yes.
with the bubbles coming up. But yeah.
I love
It's
that so much.
really cool. I like it. I do wonder. Let's take a look at this is the last one, so I want to look at the main page. Whoa. Yee!
Oh, nice.
Okay, so it does have a side. Like it's not just open all the time.
That's really pretty.
I love those. That's really, really cool.
Talk about
Also-
Lego and steampunk.
Also rendered. Did they actually build this thing? Is there
No, I don't think they
Probably
did.
not because of the pieces.
tisk
There's
tisk?
It's the color components that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I do get that though. Like, if the colors don't exist, and you know that there could be an easy enough recolor, like that's valid. But yeah,
Right.
I mean,
them at
you know,
that
they
point.
may have built it in random colors and then just done the render. That's always possible.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the Nautilus from Debo Bricks better, says Hooded One. I have to agree.
Oh, yes.
Debo's was
I hadn't seen that.
amazing. Absolutely amazing. I mean, I have my own sort of like trauma issues with this particular build.
Yeah, it's tentacles.
Yeah, so I don't know, but
Mhm.
What is it with tentacles?
what?
What's wrong with tentacles?
I hate them. I am terrified of them.
I didn't know that.
No, it's like my
Your
phobia.
phobia?
Yeah,
Yeah, don't go to a sushi bar.
I go to
Right.
sushi bars. Well, I used to go to them frequently, but yeah, I don't
And tentacles
know.
on
I
Friday
can't
night.
do it. I just can't. Especially squids; those are the worst. Like I can look at this one, but you know what's really interesting is I definitely use tentacles in a lot of my artwork.
I mean,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Yeah.
But I am absolutely terrified of. Yeah, like when I was a kid, I was terrified of this movie, like absolutely petrified. And when I went on the, and I know I've told the story before, but when I went on, and that was everything, by the way.
Yeah.
Can we pull up like an overview again? And
Yeah.
everybody has to only pick one that goes to production.
So when I was a kid, I went on the underwater, like the
20,000
Leagues Under the Sea ride at Disney World.
Mhm.
And I was so terrified when I went on that I was convinced for years. I was like, I will not go on that again. And they're like, well, why not? And I was like, because there's that horrible part where like the tentacles are like on the window, and you can see the
But
suckers.
they're not. They
and
just go like that.
yeah,
man.
it's terrifying. I can't do it. And then I went and wrote it as an adult before they changed it over to the Little Mermaid and then changed it to Nemo. And there were no tentacles. There were no suckers. They like literally just blew bubbles up over the window to make it seem like you were going quickly with bubbles.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I saw tentacles on the ride I went on back in the day.
Maybe
They were motorized.
moving
But they only went up and down. Like
Yeah,
this.
there were like that, but like far away. Like in my kid brain, like there were actual like tentacles.
No, yeah, they weren't up against
wrapped
the
up
glass.
against the window.
Well, you probably got the wires crossed and were like thinking of something from the actual movie, you
I
know?
bet.
No, you know what was happening is he was William Shatner on that airplane flight, and
Totally.
everybody's trying to tell him there is no monkey ripping the engine apart. You know, and he's like, no,
there's a squid outside.
the squid is right
the
there.
Yeah,
The
no.
squid is right out there.
Well, let's look at all these
Okay,
and give our
only have to pick one, though.
authoritative votes.
Predictions.
For only
Okay.
one.
Our
Oh my goodness!
It's
Holy
not a
are
vote, it's a
opinion.
prediction. The ones that I like are not necessarily going to be the ones that I think get approved.
But
Yeah,
right
agreed.
now, we're not talking about the ones we like. We're talking
Right.
about the one that we think will get approved.
Okay.
You may choose one.
Okay.
Mm.
The toilet, right? Like the toilet.
No.
Oh, okay.
May as well.
You know, I hate it because I love all the Technic stuff, but I think it's going to be the Polaroid.
I was gonna.
That's
pick the
where I
same
was
thing.
just looking.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be the Polaroid.
I
that's a
hope
good guess.
if
I'm
they
gonna go
can
with the
get the
Polaroid
licensing,
too, because I
yeah.
think that's probably the one I think I want the most, that I think is most likely.
I want the cat clock so much.
I do too. I
I
want the
super
cat clock
want it,
really
but I
bad.
think if it works, I guess it's going to be really complicated on the inside. for
Well, it'll
something
be
that you don't
expensive
see
too.
on the outside.
It'll be
Yeah.
several $100 set. Whereas the Polaroid, I think it's going to be right in that price range to just
Yeah.
fly off the shelves.
See my thought on it is like I love the insects, and the thing that I
Yeah.
like about the insects that I feel like gives it a little bit of a fighting chance is the fact that it's not IP, and they wouldn't have to pay any licensing for it.
I think I agree. I think the problem with the insects is that there's these 5 distinct insects, and there's not enough of sort of a base or a little. They'd have to make
Tie
it
it
an
together.
ideas worthy thing. They'll have to
Mhm.
have like a little landing ground or tree or
Mhm.
plant or something
Yeah, well,
for them
Yeah.
to land on, because
Well-
it's just too. It's
Mhm.
not. The insects are great, but as a set, it's not developed enough.
Well, now
Hmm.
I see. Now I think that for me, the thing that would hold it back is that it is smaller in scale than most of the sets that we see. Like if we were still back in the era of them making $60 only, like that was the cap with $60,
Mhm.
and they were doing that, and like when we were in the bird era,
Mm-hmm.
The bird era. That's a good way to put it.
yeah.
Yeah.
like I think this might fly. No pun intended. Pun intended. But I think to me, like that's unfortunately the thing that would keep it out of the running would be the fact that it's just not as like Cara was saying, it's not quite as developed, but also
Yeah.
not. But so yeah, so I would say like if I'm being completely realistic, yeah, the Polaroid is probably the most likely candidate, and maybe, and I know I said you can only choose one, but maybe the box.
Yeah, I think the box would be great, but
I think the box
I-
has a chance if they can
Yeah.
if they can come up with enough of a story with the components
yeah.
that go
Yeah.
inside it. You know,
Yep.
And that I think that cash register.
You know
is
what they?
so
Oh,
gorgeous. Sorry.
oh man! I was just thinking, if this doesn't go through, then I'll probably make an old timey tackle box and put some tackle in it.
Oh yeah, like a
Yeah.
fishing
oh, there you
tackle.
go.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. Well,
So Polaroid.
well, Randall, what was your thought?
No, everybody said it. Polaroid. I
Yeah.
think.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah.
we're in agreement, I think.
Yeah.
That
It's
the
time,
Polaroid-
Lego. It's time.
Right.
It's time. It's past time.
Well, we've seen a lot of mocks. We've seen a lot of Polaroid mocks, and
Yep,
when I look
yep.
as a matter. Now this isn't a Polaroid, but well, yeah,
It is.
actually.
It's a Polaroid.
Will
Mhm.
Mickelson gave this to me at Brick Rodeo.
And you can look through the headlight brick, and it's a little viewfinder.
Yeah, there's like a little viewfinder.
Wasn't a Polaroid one of the replication challenges on Lego Masters Australia?
Yeah, it was, and that's exactly what I thought of when I saw it.
Yeah, so I think that
it was a battle bag.
Yeah, exactly. So it was then on a Game Boy, right? It was a Game Boy or something.
It was a Game Boy, and I think the
versus
Game Boy
Polaroid.
team won.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah. I mean, it's because antique cameras, SLR, stuff like that. They just I don't know why they're just not going to resonate as much as that Polaroid model. So
yeah.
Well, I think for ideas, having an object that would fit in your house, like a typewriter, or even on smaller degree the piano, makes more sense than like the cash register is awesome and complicated, but if you build it, it doesn't really look like it fits in your living room.
Right.
No, I mean seriously, I saw 3 of them, and people forget that they're like 2 feet tall, 18 inches wide, and 18 inches deep, and they're cast iron. So you're not. I mean, you're gonna. I mean, cash register is a big thing. It's a big piece of equipment.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well,
that was cool.
Before we skedaddle, it's minifigure time.
Oh no!
So who wants to go first?
Ooh, I can.
Hi, Elise.
Hi, Mom. My mom's here, everybody.
Hi, Mom.
All right, Moto, you're first.
Did I ever show my creepy baby?
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
baby.
Terrifying.
That thing is a nightmare.
What is that face it's making?
Mm-hmm. It's the eyes.
Its eyes
I am
follow
not
you
gonna
around the
think.
room.
Mm-hmm.
That baby is a nope.
Whoa.
This will be seared into your mind as you go to sleep.
It's making fists. It's
Yeah.
like,
Mhm.
it's good.
Well, babies
like-
should do that. Yeah.
I would love to see that baby battle with Aubrey's
There we go.
Velcro figure.
Get the
Yeah,
brick.
no,
That's
well, here's
hilarious.
a battle to the death right here.
Oh my god,
Oh dear.
that's terrifying. All right, now, Holly.
All right. I knew the topic was going to be Lego ideas. So I came prepared with my little core.
Yay!
She looks really good.
Very nice.
Yeah.
All right, Randall.
This was just something that I made when I was in Billings a few weeks ago.
Flex.
Uh-huh.
I just said that just casually rolls off the tongue.
You have
in
to
the
go in
sky?
a few days. That's not a flex. Yeah. But when I was in the Lego house, they just, they have the minifigure like creation thing.
Mhm.
So I just made like a simple thing, to represent the trip and everything
cool.
that we did for the
Cute.
90th anniversary. So
Awesome.
yeah. And I got a couple other ones, but like this is the first one that I made.
Very nice.
Yeah.
All right, Kara.
All right, so this is from a custom
Sorry.
fig from. There you go. So this is a custom fig from Brick Mania, and their main thing is doing like war machines, planes and tanks and stuff, which normally completely turns me off. But they do some custom figs, and they have some really nice historical figures. And so I picked up this Rosie the Riveter, but with
Ooh,
this
cool.
beautiful dark skin.
Oh,
Nice.
that's adorable. Okay, I need that.
Yep. And so they have her in 3 skin tones. The dark, there's a brown, and then there's the whatever the white person color is.
Yes, light nougat.
I can't remember.
Okay.
Nougat, yes.
All right, I guess it's our turn.
Okay, I'm almost certain I've shown this one before, but yesterday when we were going through our,
probably have.
I'm sure, we were going through our stuff and I came across this fig again, and I
It's
just
been a long time.
love Anubis.
Anubis.
Yeah.
That is from
Pharaoh's Curse.
Pharaoh's
isn't it?
Quest,
Pharaoh's Quest.
and there are 2 of them in that set, and they are amazing. Okay, so as you know, we are working. You can see behind us, working desperately on getting our piece done for Billund. And I have been, we have been, but I guess it's my thing.
Yeah,
casting agent.
We do it together, but Flynn is the primary casting agent for minifigures and
So
mini dolls.
I've made two that we're really happy that I'm really happy with. So this first one is Artemis, goddess of the hunt,
Yes.
riding a stag.
That's a little too close to a centaur, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry, we have one in there for you, Randall. And then my other one, and now this one I'm really excited about because she's kind of the centerpiece of our big party.
And she
The centaur
didn't
piece?
come as easy, right?
And she went, she went through several iterations before we finally landed on the right one. But this is our Persephone.
That's
Nice.
incredible.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's a good one.
So
That's
that
incredible.
is, thank you.
It's spring.
That is two different versions of Hermione's Christmas dress from Harry Potter.
Okay.
So the top and is from one, and then one, and she's got silver shoes on, and then of course the hair is from Video.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm not
That
sure where the face came
So
from.
she's at the head of a bacchanal procession. She's pretty much the star, right?
but indeed. So anyway,
Very nice.
those are mine.
Awesome.
Wait, what am I doing? Wrong thing.
There it
we
is.
go.
Hey, everyone back.
So and actually soon, I think on an upcoming show, it will be time for a little update on our Lego house piece to start showing y'all. We finally moved beyond the just giant landscape with no figures. We're finally starting to like populate it with some figures, and it's looking really great. So excited to share that with y'all soon. So, all right. Well, golly, thanks everybody for coming and hanging out today. We are going to be working diligently this week on building.
Oh,
Has
my
anybody got
goodness.
projects they're working on right now?
Yes, finishing my thing.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yes. Yes. Yes.
So-
Yes.
This week will be the last thing, and then I'll be at Brick Fair VA in a couple weeks, hopefully. So
Oh, very exciting. Very
Awesome.
exciting. Anybody else projects?
Not
Today
for
has been about rebuilding this guy.
Oh,
Which-
yes.
We did at a this was part of a game we did at Bricks by the Bay called Left Hand, Right Hand. So Robert
Right.
and I, one of us was the left hand builder and one of us was the right hand builder. And it was an exercise in sharing and communication. But during it, somehow we reversed something because, the tiger is a fairly symmetrical build,
Yeah.
as animals tend to be, but somehow we reversed a front to back thing and we just got stuck halfway through. So I had to take it half apart so I could put it back together. And then I just finished the creature. So
That is a
Pleased with it.
great set for a game.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You know,
okay,
like that's
Blair. Okay, Blair.
All right. Very
Oh
nice.
yeah, that works.
Give me another 2 weeks to a month and I'll start building again. But I have a great idea come to me this morning on how to proceed forward with a mock-em.
Ooh, I like it.
I want to hear more about this when you get more time.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm trying to make a movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, just that thing. Work or something.
Lord.
It's a lot of late nights. It's going slow. Yeah.
Well, I hope y'all have an excellent rest of your Sunday. We are going to go. Well, I mean, we're really celebrating our anniversary tomorrow.
Yeah.
When we get married. But we're gonna, we're gonna celebrate some today too.
Happy anniversary.
Happy
again.
anniversary.
Thank
you.
you. Thank you so much.
Okay, here's something completely unrelated to Lego. It's so completely unrelated, but we are so excited about our new air fryer. Air fryer. Awesome. It's awesome.
That's fun.
I don't
You
have
don't
one,
need to
so I
have a
wouldn't know.
YouTube show to say that, but oh my gosh, French fries again. Awesome.
Just when I thought you guys couldn't be any more domesticated.
Well, okay, if you want like the honest truth, the reason that we got the air fryer is because and I say this carefully because this is a choice that we are making for choices that we are making, and not because we think anybody else should do it or is less than if they're not doing it or whatever.
That's very kind of you.
Well, no, I mean,
Oh, I know. I'm just saying from my
yes,
I
what's
should be
working
doing
for
it
us.
too.
So, can I say why?
Yes, you can say why.
Okay, so Richard was recently diagnosed pre-diabetic, which I know like everybody in the US is pre-diabetic, but we needed to get it under control, and I put on quite a bit of weight during COVID. So Richard and I have been eating better. We've been exercising, and like so far, I've lost 15 pounds.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
And I've lost 10.
So we're doing.
I found it.
So how many Logans have you lost?
Oh, well. We've lost an almost
Combined.
Logan between the two of us.
Yeah, there you go. You've almost lost a Logan between the two of you.
But not the real one. Thank
But
goodness.
we're giving him all the treats we're not having.
So anyway, that's why we got the air
so
fryer.
there's that.
To try to because I still want to eat French fries, but
As
it's a
you
whole
do.
thing.
And snacks are great for building, which we're going to spend the rest of the day doing.
Yes,
Nice.
with some air fryer French fries that I cut up last night. Anyway,
And now
I
I'm
know.
super hungry.
I know, right? Well, thanks everybody so much for joining us today. And oh, that's awesome, Abby. I'm so I am glad to hear it. And
Nice. Good
if
luck.
you need motivation,
Do it.
let me know. I'm happy to motivate. But thanks everybody so much for joining us today. We will be back next Sunday with another exciting show. And I'm so excited Randall was here with us today. And I can't wait to see the premiere, the final premiere of your piece. I've been so
ready to be done with it. So
I know the feeling. Like I'm excited about this villain piece, and I'm so ready for September 20th to be here, so I never have to think about it again.
you already know. Yeah.
So, well, thanks so much for joining us, and until next time, everyone, don't forget to stay safe, stay healthy, wash your hands, wear your mask. Get that vaccine, get that booster, get that second booster, and maybe the third one. And we will see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye, y'all.
Be building.
Bye.
Oh,
Yeah! Yes!